por party más de 70K.
The man them too inconsiderate, 5-star The man them too inconsiderate, 5-star hotel, smoking cigarette, mixing codeine up with a Finnegan. She got thick, but she wanna get Finnegan. Drinking apple cider vinegar, wearing skim, cause she wanna be Kim. Alright, I know they are bad, stop acting innocent. We ain't got generational wealth, it's only a year that I've had these millions. My whip could have been in a Tokyo drift car, it's fast and furious. I went from the Toyota Yaris to Urus, they had their chance but blew it. Now this gal want me and her uterus, fuck it, I'm rich, let's do it.
Take a look at these diamonds, wrong as a life for squinting, can't just stare. We're babe through thick and thin, she already fixed, so I'm halfway there. Brown and bad, could have changed my mind, I was halfway there. 100 meters, I just put 9 gal in a sprinter.
100 meters, they won't fit in one SUV. SOS. Somebody rescue me, I got too many, and I got, they can last me the next 2 weeks. Alright, let's send the address through, please.
SUV. The outside white, the inside brown like Michael Jack. More time and Bella line and trap. Spend like I don't even like my stack. Pistol came on an Irish ferry, let go and it sound like a tap dance. The way that I ball, no yellow, the ref had to give me a black card. Who did what we're doing with rap? Man couldn't sell out his show after all them years of doing a cat sprint up. 2 gal in a van, pin up. 2 man in Milan, heard one of my teams dating. P. Diddy need 20% of whatever she bags. Outside, my head in my hands.
I told her my name is Temp, she said no, the one on your birth certificate. Your boyfriend ran from a diamond test cause they weren't legitimate. She Turkish Cypriot, but her car's Brazilian. I want her. I bro wants to affiliate. I'm cheap, still hit a chick like, yo, can I borrow your Netflix? She a feminist, she think I'm sexist. Twisting my words, I'm fishy, dyslexic. Give me my space, I'm intergalactic. Before I give you my Insta password, I'll give you the pin to my Amin. Alright. This ain't stainless steel, it's platinum. Dinner table, I got manners. T-shirt tucked in, napkin. Still loading, that's the caption. I've only amounted a minimal fraction. Eat good, I got indigestion. There's snow in my hood, no aspirin. Can't get rid of my pain with aspirin.
Hold on, fuck that. Hold on, fuck that. Hold on, fuck that. Fuck that shit. Hold on. I got to start this motherfucking record over again. Wait a minute. Fuck that shit. Still on this motherfucking record. I'ma play this motherfucker for y'all. Hey, y'all get some more drinks going on. I sound a whole lot better.
Hold your hands up, they might not shoot ya.
Yeah.
All of this hookah, because of the internet. If it's not bullshit, they using my interest.
Here we go. That's all. This easy. My fucking sword trip my first time was absolute hell.
When the sweaty walls are banging, I don't fuck with family planning. Make it rain, girl, make it rain. 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 Make it rain, girl, make it rain.
Make it rain, girl.
해주 하는 생각. What if it's just me? 영화 한 편 끝나듯이 as real as it can be. 급급했던 기억들은 where can't you see? 창문 없는 방에 when I am so free. Mother Russia in my cup and my glass is fogging up. Oh yeah, hey dog, hey what's up?
Oh yeah, hey dog, hey what's up?
That's
When the
right.
sweaty walls are banging, I don't fuck with family planning. Make it rain, girl, make it rain. 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 Make it rain, girl, make it.
Ooh, hop in that motherfucking phone, and that motherfucker be wrong. Big gun, big yeah, show 'em. City to city, I'm torn. Look, Cardi, I'm ready to pour. I love my diamond, that glowing. Fucking your bitch, yeah, she left in the morning. Diamonds that skating on ice. Run it up, bitch, every rice. Hey, hurt your feelings with the price. Everything come with a price. Everything come with a price. 100,000 in my price. Too many rings like a mic. I get that motherfucking mic. I get that motherfucking Ike. I told your bitch to come try. Pass me the motherfucking mic. I'm in the lobby, I'm pipe. I told that bitch to come pipe. So they won't fuck on the pipe. Shot they gon' lick on the pipe. I got the strap like a dot. I got the strap, I don't fight. My diamond, they ice, they ice. My diamond, they ice, they bite. Your diamond, they ice, I ice. That's a little bit, what's her type? Hop in that motherfucking phone, and that motherfucker be wrong. Big gun, big yeah, show 'em. City to city, I'm torn. Look, Cardi, I'm ready to pour. I love my diamond, that glowing. Fucking your bitch, yeah, she left in the morning. Diamonds on diamonds on diamonds. I be your pockets and bet it I got powers in the lobby. I got powers right behind me. Cranberry drip with the red. I might just pull up and bop. Walk in the lobby like God. You can't trust me on Tupac. These niggas, they tryna Tupac. What? Used to be ride. Molly Santana, y'all lie. You spend a bit calling me Poppy. She ride me like a Bugatti. Hop in the phone for the mileage. Pick the booth up, bitch, I'm tired. Put it up, it never tired.
Ay, mira qué rico está esto. Tú lo sabes que es así. Escucha mi rumba buena. Escucha
I get to
esto.
fight him again? I hope I do. Hopefully it'll drop something good. Yes. Wait.
Ay, qué rico.
Nope, gotta do it.
Dios mío, por Dios. Ay, te duele. Tú tienes la boca grande y eso está bien.
I'm just kidding with the bang.
Quiero vamos a cantarlo conmigo, ven.
This is gonna be dumb funny.
Tú tienes algo que me gusta, que lo que tienes pa' mí. Gózalo, bebé.
juice when your FaceTime me. You need a man with his head screwed on. And I got a best head on my shoulders. Flip you round like roller coaster when there's no place on the roster. I make room for you, baby. Excuses don't face me. Your bumper go crazy. When you turn 180, search up the location. I'm on my way.
Thank you, Dolly. By the Bari, I can admit I like the party. I spit the grip, I swipe the cardi. When I ice, I'ma drip my pricey gummy. I'm the swami, I feel hip cat. I'm freaky fit that, I can rip that. Ice on a wrist like ice a fish jet. When I like with a bitch get spicy, get that.
I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. It don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. It don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do.
Hey, yo, P. Do that freaky jam on the beat. Busy with that butter shit that bone feed. Did you double do that song sing? Flicky dicky with some butter, so that song sing. If you cheeky cheddar check, I get her own cheese. It's a chicken with that head or this that won't be with the official with that whole sleeves. Bloody feet, each other, wish that with that long.
I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do. You a badass bitch. It don't get swallowed in that fat ass bitch. I got racks to the ATM jam. Tell me what you wanna do.
Yo le iba a grabar, pero baja calidad. Y ella me dijo que no está. Es una maldita loca, una ratatá. Ella lo que quiere es que la ponga en cuatro K. Yo le iba a grabar, pero baja calidad. Y ella me dijo que no está. Es una maldita loca, una ratatá. Ella lo que quiere es que la ponga en cuatro K. Cobrando por par y más de 70K. Tiene que beberte, mami, tú te chinas acá. Si tu mujer se pasa conmigo, la vamos acá por este loco. Las mujeres botan más agua que la K. Llegaron los pitbull, recogen los chihuahuas. Mande por Cristo Redentor en una guagua. Cada vez que freno, demasiado piquete, manín, se me fue los frenos. Mujeres aquí no son televisores, pero la ponemos en 4K. Mujeres aquí no son televisores, pero la ponemos en 4K.
Pide lo que sea, te lo voy a conseguir. Llama Gil, no te voy a mentir. Pide lo que sea, te lo voy a conseguir. Llama Gil, no te voy a mentir. Pide lo que sea, te lo voy a conseguir. Llama Gil, no te voy a mentir. Pide lo que sea, te lo voy a conseguir.
Still love. It's 5 a.m. and I'm drunk right now. Tell me, can we still fuck? You know what, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? I'm telling you just how I feel right now. You said it's just the drugs, and I know. I lied to you before I had you right in someone. Then again, I can be drunk. Baby, I don't wanna sound righteous. I got 20 bitches sucking like Bisons. I just get any money, roll the dice she ain't even really my type, and out here she been losing herself to the night shift. She been losing herself, and I get it. Oh, girl, yeah, I get it. Yeah, and you been fighting for your shot. must have. I'm telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just the drugs, and I know. How I lied to you way before I had you right in some room. Then again, I can be drunk. Yeah. I know, mommy, I know. It's 2 a.m., no stress. 2, 3, that bullshit kick in. And 30, you feel your best. I turn my whole spot to crucial. It's crucial the way I left. Upstairs is like a little bit just be the best. I'm looking at her and her starting to turn into you. Now you starting to fuck up my mind. Is it you, is it her? We probably trapped to the birds. F29 is my address in case you ain't heard. It's flooding upstairs, it's elite. I don't make it squeak, make it squeak. I make the shit beat. Bon appetit when I feast. Slipping and slide through the streets. It takes a finesse, especially in this Cabriolet Jeep. Engine make it hard to creep. Just leave the gate open. Through the side door, I'm a creep. Are you about to Terrell? Yeah. And all the kids downstairs asleep. And are you obsessed by yourself? A minute from there, is this a room for me? Baby, do tell, do tell.
I'm gonna be there soon.
Tell me if you still love. It's 5 a.m. and I'm drunk right now. Tell me, can we still fuck?
Yeah.
101, I'm in the zone right now. Tell me, am I still? I'm telling you just how I feel right now. You say it's just the drugs, and I know. I lied to you way before I had you right in some rooms. But then again, I can be drunk.
She's so persuasive, that marijuana. She's so flirtatious. How does it feel to be so persuasive? That marijuana. She's so flirtatious. How does it feel to be you? Feel like the feeling of a suppressed. Feel like I got no breath. Feel like I need it rest. Feel it's the season I should let go, and that's the reason I'm about more. Feel it's the season I should fly so low. I'm so sedated, and she's so persuasive. This isolation, so sweet you could taste it. But bake in the morning, moonlight y'all be yawning. It's 3 in the morning, and I'm still performing. She's so persuasive, that marijuana. She's so flirtatious. How does it feel to be so persuasive? That marijuana. She's so flirtatious. How does it feel to be you? She's so fake. She's so fake. She's so fake. How does it feel to be? If it's weed on sight, then it's all okay. Mood's alright if we all getting paid. Socks on thigh and we all too high to be not okay, to be not okay. All night long going all damn day. 99 hoes there all them days. Sun gon' shine and they all gon' grind till they all get fine and they all get shaded. All of them persuaded you to be my baby. We say we a baby and the F is for faded. Snorting lines like gators and we so flirtatious and we so persuasive. She's so persuasive, that marijuana. She's so flirtatious. How does it feel to be so persuasive, that marijuana? She's so flirtatious. How does it feel to be? I left my room and then I was left to sit it so that I'd wait for you. I check my wrist, think my watch is telling lies on me. I got here at 6. You wouldn't explain why you weren't calling me lately. I'll wait outside all night because you want me to.
be legitimate. They just want the pumpernickel sense and the villains of them. So since we vanilla men spin, get my hot fudge bitches hit with your vanilla friends. Hey, I'm the licorice bitch. You know I'm looking for these niggas. If these niggas is rich and make hits, motherfucker. Do you jiggle your dick when your bitch pop singing on the licorice hit? You know.
Can I get your right, sir? Can I be what you like? Yeah, I could be the right girl. Tell me if you like your lady in my color. Can I be your type? Yeah, I could be the right girl. Tell me if you like your lady in my color. Can I be your type? Yeah, I can set you right. Whoa, how are you tonight, sir? I'm living my life. Oh, hope you feel alright. Yeah.
Hey, I'm the licorice bitch. You know I'm looking for these niggas. If these niggas is rich, you got creme for your colors in the blue eye too high. You wanna get the number, tell you 212 line. Maybe we can slumber, we can woo. You don't do yay, but if you want to, fine. The fantasy could get that pitch black, cause it's gonna erupt if you slip in betwixt that black snatch. You like the Zach or black cat, eliminating when you that mustache hat. Huh, I bet you been extra gas. Bet you really wanna touch up on the last stab. Bet you really wanna take up on it, cause that could be. Cause that's your shade. You wanna cut the bitch, bitch at the hate. But I gotta dip, I gotta get that the cake. Let us be like the bacon, the dick don't fuck up, and it's feel like for things. No dishes, thinking money over her at your age enough. She just wanna see the best thing, pieces and gentlemen to check these beats in the slant. Niggas wanna see the wet, weed, wanna see it in the West Indies, wanna stop and catch these beats, but it's get her up on nigga.
What? You gonna hop on my car? Bentley coupe riding with stars. What? I keep look like a car. Hey, yo. She get the top in the drawer. Yo, hey. Diamonds they wait on my arm. Tats on my neck on my arm. Tats on my neck on my arm. Diamonds they wait on my arm. Tats on my neck on my arm. Diamonds they wait on my arm. Tats on my neck on my arm. Yo, wait, yo. Tats on my neck on my arm. Tats on my neck on my arm. Oh, and this bitch going crazy. Yo, I with this shit like a baby. Yo, I put your bitch in my baby. Yo, I treat your bitch like my lady. Shawty been back like the baby. Lace with the dope like the 80s. I'm in the kitchen go crazy. I just want me a Mercedes. Pull up, we talking 380s. Pull up, I send a location. Pull up, I send a location. What? You gonna hop on my car? Bentley coupe riding with stars. What? Car. Hey. You get the top in the draw.
Talking around how this happened. The elephant in the room, but we're still dancing. Gave everything to you, but you're not grasping. So let's keep dancing, always dancing. Too much talking around how this happened. Elephant in the room, but we're still dancing. Gave everything to you, but you're not grasping. So let's keep dancing, so let's keep dancing. girls bad. So let's keep dancing. So let's keep dancing.
Gotta go. I'm hot like a stove. My jewelry so cold, she play with her nose. Look at my clothes. Look at my bitch, she got the white toes. She one of the lavish. I took her to Paris, but I can't be married. My shooter, they savage. My shooter, they shootin', they pushing with caskets. I went to Coachella. I met a white bitch, me and her at the acid. I'm eating my cabbage. I feel like I'm Muslim, no way that I'm fasting. Niggas be pussy. Niggas be turkey, these niggas be sandwich. I feel like Ginobili. I did a crossover, then I left-handed. I get the racks. Just like a bitch, you not getting the bag. I get the sack. I get the racks, you not getting the back. I get the racks. Just like a bitch, you not getting the bag. I get the sack. I get the racks, you not getting the back. I get the racks. Just like a bitch, you not getting the bag. I get the sack. I get the racks, you not getting the back. I get the racks. Just like a bitch, you not getting the bag. I get the sack. I get the racks, you not getting the back. With the rodeo, might go to Soho, kicking the shit, just like a dojo. Little shorty, she just wanted a photo. Gucci my socks, underwear polo. When I pull up, man, it felt like a car show. Might cop a Benz or a Monte Carlo. When I cop clothes, I don't look at the barcode. That's on my passport, I've been around the globe.
For real, for real, for real. Yeah. Sleep on them, that's Tempur-Pedic. Get the green like it's cow pockets, they fat you like Gina. Told her I love her, ain't mean it. That's because I hit the meanest. You heard that I am from Mars. I heard that you was from Venus. I met that bitch in a meeting. I fucked that bitch from the meeting. I been was planning to leave it. So I just left it to Jesus. Yo, 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 yo. Love her like Gerald. Told that girl to Gerald. Fucking that girl till she tear up. Heard you fucked up, she embarrassed. Heard you whip Gary Barbera. Wait, for real? For real? For real? Diamond, they wet like a seal. Diamond wet like Navy SEAL. Heard you drink Link Crack the Seal. Everybody know it ain't real. You know I kept it for real. Walk around with it for real. You wanna bet in my money for real? For real? For real? All of my diamonds for real. Different color like Pharrell's. Yeah, that's for real. For real? For real? You know I kept it for real. Walk around with it for real. You wanna bet in my money for real? For real? For real? All of my diamonds for real. Different color like Pharrell's. Yeah, that's for real. For real? For real?
Who, if I got it, running on a feeling, thought I knew I forgot it. Neck against the ceiling, wear a suit if I got it. Tied up for a minute, couldn't prove I was drowning.
I sent them a location, I said, I paid for the vacation,
I can't ever show face shit, I sent them a location, Falling when it's silent, silent when I'm falling, call it undecided. I might quit, ain't no pain, I'm gonna die in my wrist, in a lie, I won't sleep, all my money, all some shit, I don't want, ain't no sense, in the dark, in my chest, in the night, I won't stay, where it's sunny, if I can't leave the block, ooh, run it up, said enough, no, when it up, fuck it up, I'm on the benches,
Lace the forces up for luck. I feel the tension, dark and wishing. Wash the dirt up off my cuffs. Ride it up, give me some space. I'm sided up, can't feel in my face. I lined it up, go pick up the pace. I tried it up, you losing the race. My partner, I'm running away. I tried it up, my feelings are real. I'm shining now, I'm feeling okay. I'll ride it out. Hold my bottom mission, if I got it, I'ma run it till I die. I'ma make my life a show that just to show them I'm alive. Intuition, I don't want it, I won't take my own advice. But home, no handlebars, that's like burning under stars. Under submission, I'm a cutthroat criminal. Do what you want, do what I'm told. Do you take cash, do you buy gold? Now addicted to a certain state of control. Under submission, I'm a cutthroat criminal. Do what you want, do what I'm told. Do you take cash, do you buy gold? Don't get addicted to a certain state of control. Under submission from a cutthroat criminal hold. Look like the kind of girl on my rodeo. Teenage face, but it might never leave. Now addicted to a certain state of control. Under submission from a cutthroat criminal. Do what you want, do what I'm told. Do you take cash, do you buy gold? Now addicted to a certain state of control.
Live in the jungle. He lives in the jungle, in the jungle, in the jungle.
Says here.
Can you put your damn phone away?
Done. Fuck that.
Them I done switched up my swag and I hide in my bag. No, these niggas ain't on that. Yeah, them I came through and I fly. I say bad, but you can't catch this shit on the Kodak. That's your thought, I already know that. She with me, so that little bitch should throw that. Put that stock on that stick, but don't go back. But you making that money, I go blow that. They low key and I put in that work when these motherfuckers that late, they didn't even notice. Hit that hoe and she fucking with me and she said I got most, I sing good ravioli. Yeah, they know they not fucking with lonely. All them racks, yeah, I'm keeping them on me. Know these niggas, they is not my homies. Oh, you having that shit, what it show me? Stand for this bitch, I'm always trying to get a brand new bag. I always poppin' brand new tags. Brand new whip is paper tag. Brand new scale on plastic bags. Sprite purple in my body tag. Another fight, I'm still jet lag. Bad bitch came from Flavors.
Only chose to go speed. Love me. You make it far too easy. I see. Double treat, put your body on my jeans. Put your body on my jeans. Double C's, double treats. Double choice with me. Double case in a dream. Double tricks on my sleeve. Double checks on my jeans. Double text when I leave you. I say where I'm going. Where I'm going. I'll take you with me where I'm going. I hope you know this. Only chose to go speed. Love me. You make it far too easy. I see. Double trees, put your body on my jeans. Put your body on my jeans. Put your body on my jeans.
When I go to the club, I wanna hear this club classics. club classics, club classics. When I go to the club, I wanna hear those club classics, club classics, club classics. When I go to the club, I wanna hear those club classics, club classics, club classics. When I go to the club, I wanna hear those club classics, club classics, club classics. Yeah, I wanna dance with me, I wanna dance to AG, I wanna dance with George, I wanna dance to Sophie, I wanna dance to her flow. Play the track fast, start slow, pull it back twice, let's go. Snap marks on my coat, like my kind of flow. Yeah, I wanna be one by the lights like. Put your hands up and dance, yeah, I'm gonna dance all night, that's right. All night, let me dance up to the morning light. Put your hands up and dance, yeah, I'm gonna dance all night, that's right. All night, let me dance up, let me dance up. Wanna dance to me. When I get to the club.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, you thought you were special. Thinking everyone's against you. I'm stuck C6H12. Bitch, I'm trying to forget you. Bitch, I spit the trick, man. Show me love, show me hate. Yeah. Once a year, I'll go insane. Once a year, I'll go to the play. Disappearing, never come back. My life feel like a live stream. My camera's on me, gotta watch my back.
AP, the power
just another heartache. I'll go back. Just another flashback. Just another flashback, making my way home. Ain't too deep, girls looking on me. Everybody waiting for me in the main room. Are you trying to eat? Or you want a little piece? Every man for himself, no fair. Are you trying to leave? Are you trying to get free? Ain't lied to the motherfucking baby. I ain't even know they say. I don't even know they play. I ain't even know my name. I don't even know my name. I ain't got no head. Jumping out back, that's no trauma, yeah. Oh, yeah. Oh, that you push. Never want to get you. Bitch, I'm tryna forget you. Times been trick. You're all going to tell me you gotta watch my back. Just another heartache. I'm going back. Just another flashback. Just another flashback, making my way home. Ain't too deep, doors looking on me. Everybody waiting for me in the main room.
Jewels that'll break my rules. On front page, see you. Page 6, call me for the interview. But can you look afford my view? Only bad ones in my crew. And you know that I'll ride into. One plus me, plus we, plus you. Just like for the weekend, and I was thinking my Yorker could be real cute. I was born kinda smooth and rude, and there's not much that I can do. So, what's up? Better fix your face, so step. Better get everything I want. And I know you're gonna really give it up, cause
I don't wanna talk to your best friend, I don't gotta lie, pick the best one, I'm done.
Sometimes how you miss like this is slow tide, try ties, threads all on my wrist. I'm tricked up, no fun, catch sweat in my fist. Pick it up, got the 20 with that lifestyle. Couple bucks in my pocket, make it worthwhile. Any up on my chips, yeah, guess we got one thing through. Looking back on the timeline, been here for a while, it's the question. I don't got a lot but my best friends. I'ma make a knot out of loose ends. I spend all my time on the back beach with
Shouldn't cry.
like the girls who do drugs, girls with cigarettes in the back of the club, girls that hate cops and bad girls, girls with no buns, girls that's me just for fun. I like girls who make love, but I love girls who like to fuck. That's what's up.
Okay. What was that? There's nothing over there. There was nothing over there. Like, what the fuck? There's nothing over there. I'm gonna fucking smash him now. Now I'm not gonna play.
Girls that do drugs, girls with cigarettes in the back of the club, girls that hate cops and bad girls, girls with no buns, girls that's me just for fun. I like girls who make love, but I love girls who like to fuck. Grab brush and put a little makeup. I just have to fade away the shake up. Why'd you leave the keys up on the table? Here you go, create another fable. You wanted to grab a brush and put a little makeup. You wanted to. I just have to fade away the shake up. You wanted to. Why'd you leave the keys up on the table? You wanted to. Well, I don't think you trust in my self-righteous suicide. I cry when angels deserve to die. You lift my heart up when the rest of me is down. You enchant me even when you're not around. If there are boundaries, I will try to knock them down. I'm latching on, babe. Now I know what I have found. I feel we're close enough. I wanna lock in your love. I think we're close enough. Could I lock in your love, babe? I got you in my space. I won't let go again. Got you shackled in my embrace. I'm latching on to you. I've got you in my space. I won't let go again. All the hoes that you calling not coming, yeah.
Bitches not fucking, not coming.
Yeah.
Bitches not fucking, not coming. These hoes not fucking, not coming.
All the hoes that you calling not coming. She know if she not fucking, she trucking. Yeah. All the bitches I fuck her not coming. Guaranteed if I fuck her, she coming.
If I'm in the room, please don't comment. I beat the pussy like it need production. All she want from me is reproduction. Gotta ask
about to leave her husband. Heard he call up yelling, tweaking, fussing. Talking about it's gonna be repercussions. I remember last nigga try to run up.
got like 3 concussions. Do you know what you in for?
The copy like 10-4. Keep the money cause I've been poor. Boy, your jewelry like 10-4.
Please don't tell your friends where we shopping at. I swear this shit gon' turn into an in-store. Fuck you need another man for? Talking to her like a mentor. Talking to her like a nigga Yoda. And she say I love you. I'm like, hold up. Hit her with the back of shoulder.
Wish I would've went exec. I still turn to a CEO, so the lifestyle she respect. Hey, 2 sprinters to Quebec. Chérie, où est mon bec? They only giving niggas +1, so I never pull up to the
would've stayed, cause every song that I made is ringing like I got engaged. I love my guys, I wouldn't trade. Ay, from the cradle to the grave. Ay, Gordo got me on a wave. Ay, and got me on a wave. Ay, couple hits, now you brave. What? You niggas better behave. What? All that pumping up your chest. What? All that talk about the best. What? You know how sticky it gets. If she alone, you know she a freak one. If it's an escort, it's a police one. King of the hill, you know it's a steep one. If we together, you know it's a brief one. Back in the ocean, you know it's a deep one. Forgave niggas and they feelings. Lucky for y'all, we don't do civilians. You say I changed, I say that I millions. I did. The toughest act that follows back on tour. Off-road, made back, Pyrex, trap, Virgil came back through the boy.
Extra aki, put it right on my plate. Give me some dumpling. Stop just when I say it. Body look nice. Come on, just like my plate. Better just say your grace. Island girl, them running. Don't need spice. Boy, that's how I'm coming. Hips some loose. When I wine, find a boy platonic. I am boy. You are who I'm summoning. Aki, aki. Joke me good. Let me say daddy, daddy. Papi, 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 and Maya, baby. Wake up in my makeup, fake love. Put your sticks up for the motherfucking princess. Wake up in my makeup, fake bluff. Put your sticks up. Bullshit me, she freaky kinda niggas, Dalai Lama Dochi. Cooler than a fan, but she get hotter than a sauna. Take a trip out of Japan and I tsunami her vagina. Wine it down a Benihana. I'm the new hip hop Madonna. I'm the new hip hop Madonna. I'm the track race Jones. I don't know what type of motherfucking crap they own. I'm a Carrie Bradshaw with a back brace on. I've been carrying you bitches now for way too long. I'm a got my black bitch, purple cunt, stack chips, smoke a blunt, all beef gets smoked. I'm a real fly bitch, you ain't coach hoe. I'm a real bite bitch, every coast hoe. She was talking on the net, she wanna approach though. I got these bitches white face, you a ghost hoe. You a don't you stand on a post hoe. Suck it up, stand up, say that shit with your chest. You bitches barking over bones, I got digits to fetch. I can't do bitches, I'm too busy, I don't deal with the press. You the type of hoe to leave a broke nigga impressed. You look a mess hoe, broke dick, got you look a real stress hoe. These broke niggas ain't cunt or fetch hoe. Stay up, stay woke, stay blessed hoe. You need a wake up, 8 cup, get your tits up. In my makeup, face fuck, get your fake up. Fake love, fake tough, niggas sticks up. Put your sticks up for the motherfucking princess. Got my got
drill rapper and more than 30 other alleged gang members have been charged after a major takedown in Brooklyn.
Feel it quietly, trying to silence me, yeah. Anxiety, take it off of me. Somebody's watching me, it's my anxiety.
Look, shit got me tripping. Fighting with my demons and my demons is winning. I feel like don't nobody ever feel how I feel. And I ain't never sober, baby girl, I get hot still. She said, boy, don't sip lean and pop pills. It's 50 degrees and I can tell that you hot still. But I don't know what you on. Feel so right to do wrong. Can't buy love, it don't come with a coupon. And they'll never catch it like a nigga with no arms. Baby, I'm tripping, my feelings been frying me. I blame it little anxiety. I had 2 chops with the still like I'm Chinese. Gotta keep it, I know how this life be. They showing real love, that's unlikely. Fuck you, I ain't asked you to like me. Watch for that snake, he might bite me. Watch out for anybody moving spicy. Do what you do, but just do it precisely. They gotta talk to you nicely. Check on your head, but it's nothing like Nike. I just hope you ain't taking it lightly.
Anxiety, keep on trying me. Feel it quietly, trying to silence me, yeah. Anxiety, take it off of me. Somebody's watching me, it's my anxiety.
Feel like I'm stuck in a maze. I just try not to feel too amazed. Staying where I live till I lay in the grave. Sleeping on me been up for some days. Like how you gon' shit where you lay? You keep the fame, I just wanna get paid. Shot Cousteau with the wave. Free all my niggas the Harriet way. Like sometimes I feel like a slave to my feelings. I can really even tell you how I'm feeling. Bugged out, they gon' say I'm tripping when I'm chilling. Wonder who gon' hold it down until it's finished. This for the record, no Guinness. You must be drunk if you think I won't drill him. Praying, but they know you sinning. You gotta lose a lot before the winning. And most of the time I be stuck in my mind. Made mistakes in no way to rewind. But fuck it, we get over shit over time. It's all love till you get out of line. Like you know one day you would shine. You know one day you would read through the lines. If they fucking with you, it's fine. You just make sure you get back like a spine.
Anxiety, keep on trying me. Feel it quietly, trying to silence me, yeah. Anxiety, take it off of me. Somebody's watching me, it's my anxiety.
On the beat, by the way. You say you be getting cash, okay? What's the facts? We gon' run up in stats. Police on me like a rash. You say you be getting packs, okay? Got this and that. Send my shooters where you at. Guarantee you getting whacked. Look, cook up like I'm Walter. Should've been on Breaking Bad. Look, step up in the room, you see the drip get hit with splash. She money coming quick, so she gon' throw that pussy fast. And I know niggas stitching for the cheese, they're a rat. You know me, I'm never switching, yeah. My body different. They like Sleepy, you a hero. Why they paint you as a villain? Cause they know my niggas elegant. Shoot up your residence. They love me in my city. Swear they treat me like the president. I ran me up a bag, up a bag, up a bag. I know they don't like it how I came up from doing bad. Had to run me up a bag, up a bag, up a bag. Gotta check like it's Nike, I just do it and never brag. You say you be getting cash, okay? What's the facts? We gon' run up in stats. Police on me like a rash. You say you be getting packs, okay? Got this and that. Send my shooters where you at. Guarantee you getting whacked.
Guarantee you getting whacked. Guarantee you getting done up. I know some niggas patiently waiting to catch it come up. Now you look like a stain. Once you spot it, you gotta rub off. We jump you, ain't no one on. You never get the one up. Move on, bitch, you could die tonight. This just a stain, hold your tongue. Shh, where the funds, don't play brave, don't play dumb. Jackpot tonight. Heard you got it, then I need that. I thought you push your teeth back, don't wanna hear no feedback, nigga.
Ain't no chit chat, you tryna get your shit snatched. Them windows tinted, slide it down, they splitting like a Kit Kat. Look, I'm from the street, you take an L, you gotta get back. And they don't want beef, we pull up on them with Big Macs. You getting cash, okay? What's the facts? We gon' run up in stats. Police on me like a rash. You say you be getting packs, okay? Got this and that. Send my shooters where you at. Guarantee you getting whacked. You say you be getting cash, okay? What's the facts? We gon' run up in stats. Police on me like a rash. You say you be getting packs, okay? Got this and that. Send my shooters where you at. Guarantee you getting whacked. Guarantee you getting whacked. Whack, 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 whack.
She don't want no scar on that dog.
Look, she said she don't want no scrub nigga. But since we got a bag, she been tryna fuck with us. She stuck up on the gang like a sticker. She wants some Mr. Fame, we just tryna get richer. She said like, ooh, what's up, let me kick it with you. Look, I'm with the gang, who you bringing with you? And I ain't tryna know your name, I ain't tryna kiss you. Look, and after this, I might just forget you. Look, she like, when you finna pull up on me, hit the door. She said she wants some Fendi, Chanel, and Louis Vuitton. Her man mad, he said he tryna get it done. I got a chopper on me, don't get hit up for a bro. Her best friend know all of the words to my song. She said she fell in love, said she finna get involved. These bitches pick and choose, and that's why they getting tossed. They hate to see me win and love to see me take a loss. And I know she don't really fuck with me. She seen a little cash, now she claiming that she stuck with me. I be in the car like a bug 50. Shorty never held me down, so she never getting up with me. She said she don't want no scrub nigga. But since we got a bag, she been tryna fuck with us. She stuck up on the gang like a sticker. She wants some Mr. Fame, we just tryna get richer. She said like, ooh, what's up, let me kick it with you. Look, I'm with the gang, who you bringing with you? And I ain't tryna know your name, I ain't tryna kiss you. Look, and after this, I might just forget you. Yeah, she get lit, and she gon' let me hit. The type to run your pockets, tryna make you spend a break. You ever seen her dance? She do better on a date. I pulled up with my mans, and she put up with a bitch. I know they only want me cause they heard I'm getting rich. She love to send me pictures of her ass and her tits. My cousin say he clip, say he met her on the strip. So I know she be hoeing, I know she gon' do the click. So fuck it, I ain't loving, I'ma sit and take a sip. I'm calling up these hundreds, I ain't worried about a bitch. Look, fuck it, I ain't loving, I'ma sit and take a sip. I'm calling up these hundreds, I ain't worried about a bitch. Look, she said she don't want no scrub nigga. But since we got a bag, she been tryna fuck with us. She stuck up on the gang like a sticker. She wants some Mr. Fame, we just tryna get richer. She said like, ooh, what's up, let me kick it with you. Look, I'm with the gang, who you bringing with you? And I ain't tryna know your name, I ain't tryna kiss you. Look, and after this, I might just forget you.
Sean on the beat, by the way. Frost. Mira.
Look, I saw my fellas need some activists like Frida Shotters. And only real niggas in my circle, no imposter. And Brody, he'll demon, he'll turn you into pasta. And after we done smoking you, we go and eat some lobster. Smoking big run shit, shooting, call the Falcon. If niggas say it's lit, when we see him, we go out him. Talking all that shit, let's really see if he about it. You say you moving hot, well, we turning up the climate. Selling grams to school while you was learning up in class. I was adding bread while you was adding up in math. You was cuffing girls while I was clapping up that ass. You was doing homework while I was working in the tribe. You was up early taking field trips to school. I was up early in the field trying to boom. You was tricking with hoes, I scooped it like a spoon. Niggas nutted in her mouth, and I know you wiped it too. Ha, we got guns, we got big techs. Talking out of line, have them kill you for that big check.
Lightning strike twice.
We come away on sides and post up where you be at.
That's the real deal.
You go get flexed. A nigga been holding weight like I work in Planet Fitness. And please stop talking like you dropping niggas. The only dropping that you doing is from these bullets making contact. Niggas know my body, I be wildin' out. Cause I be moving like a demon, talking spazzing out. Big booty bitches in the circle, they be acting out. Ass fat UFC, have a tapping out. Let them freaky bitches that be acting on some kinky shit. Cause I be fucking all night, she can't believe this shit. Drop top, cause I'ma drop the bag if she topping it. I'm starting to think this bitch shoot her away, she coming. She a freak, then baby we can meet. Got different color bitties and they all do tricks to me. You was working for the city, why the city work for me? Why you was serving that food? I was serving fiends, you was wiping up them thotties, I was wiping up that grease. You was leaning on them hoes, I was sipping on that lean. You was tricking for that pussy, I was fucking hoes for free. We ain't fucking with Suburbans, it's a Cadillac. You was working for that breach, I was taking that. Told her get up on her knees, you was looking cat. You was out here making scenes, I was shooting back. You was in
Want effective treatments for ED, hair loss, weight loss, or mental health?
The BBC reports Donald Trump has threatened China with an additional tariff of 50% on goods imported to the U.S. if it does not withdraw a countermeasure as global markets tumbled for a third day. Speaking at the White House on Monday, U.S. President said that he was not considering a pause on new tariffs to allow for negotiations with other countries. We're not looking at that. We have many, many countries that are coming to negotiate deals with us, and they're going to be fair deals, he said. Trump reiterated his threat of 50% duties on Chinese goods if Beijing did not retract its counter-tariff plans by Tuesday. If imposed, U.S. companies bringing in certain goods from China could face a 104% tax. So, do you guys feel like there has been enough movement from the rest of the world to justify beginning to make deals? I've been hearing a lot of things on the news that it is time for Trump to call a win, say he's got a win, and start getting deals before the pain gets too much. What do you guys have sense on that?
Well, I think Trump is a master of getting the other guy to blink. I don't know him as well. I mean, look, I'm a foreigner, and I know from the Canadian point of view, he's put terror in the political class in Canada. By the way, I think that's boosted the fortunes of Canada's Liberal Party, which is not something I think Trump wants for the long term. But look, there's a volatility about him, and you can see the countries that want to mitigate that. Taiwan, Israel, a lot of countries are saying, we don't need to, we know how the story can end, let's just fix it right now. I don't know, I'm hopeful. I'm hopeful that he knows what he's doing because it's pretty radical.
I take a pretty, a pretty strong opinion on the fact this is the only way to get everybody to the negotiating table. And he needed to do this in order to, make America a lot better than it was. You as a Canadian, and Ezra knows this firsthand, every industry in Canada is controlled by an oligopoly of a sort. You have the telcos, there's only a few of them. You have the banks, they'll make the argument, oh, the U.S. banks are there. You walk down the street, there's no retail U.S. banks. They're like Schedule 2 or Schedule B banks. They're not part of the retail, the big five that are out in Canada. But the Canadian banks, they're all over here. You see TD, you see BMO, you see Scotia, you see RBC. They're all in the United States. But the U.S. banks are not, if you're in the retail crowd in Canada, you're not going to be getting a debit card from any of those U.S. banks in Canada. And then you have the dairy industry, Saputo's, all over the United States. They're nowhere. You don't see any U.S. milk companies or cheese companies coming to Canada. I think Canadians don't see that. They don't understand that. And in order to drive everybody to the negotiating table, you have to do what Trump did. I think it's brilliant. I think it's the right move. I think if you're in the interest of America, that's the right move. You want to make a better deal with every single country out there because markets like Canada are closed to a very large extent, from telcos to media to banking. There's no healthcare system that's owned by the government. Even as small as dairy, well, not small, but even the dairy industry and the food industry is so regulated in Canada. U.S. companies aren't there, so this gives the opportunity for America to make better deals for the American people, and I think it brings a lot back home to America. It's good for America. It's not so good for the rest of the world, and not so good for the very rich.
I have a question then. So you said, do more countries need to come to the table before they start negotiating? Is that something he's looking to do all at once, or is it not something that they can handle one country at a time, one negotiation at a time?
From what I can gather, he's not looking to do things individually. He's looking to get a bunch of countries to the table. And actually, we've got a bit of audio and video from Scott Bassett, the Secretary of the Treasury. He was on Fox News, and we'll go ahead and play that now. Let me jump this thing up. And
Larry, I can tell you that there are 50, 60, maybe almost 70 countries now who have approached us. So it's going to be a busy April, May, maybe into June. And Japan is a very important military ally. They're a very important economic ally. And the U.S. has a lot of history with them. So I would expect that Japan's going to get priority just because they came forward very quickly, but it's going to be very busy. And if President Trump, again, gave himself maximum negotiating leverage, and just when he achieved the maximum leverage, he's willing to start talking.
Yeah, and so apparently Netanyahu was at the White House today talking about the tariffs as well. I believe they've decided that they're going to go 0 for 0, but I don't get the sense that they're looking to do it piecemeal. I think that because of the U.S. relationship with Israel, they typically have a very close relationship. So I think because of that, they might have made an exception for Israel. They make exceptions for Israel all the time. So I don't think that that's representative of how the Trump administration wants to act more broadly.
And he believes with large-scale leverage right now that he has the ability to do this, which is why I think the media, at least the corporate media, is working.
Trump's tariffs are upending the global order. Many say they're stupid, crazy. But could this be waking up the world to a new geopolitical reality? Welcome to America Uncovered. I'm Chris Chappell. Say, that's a nice international economic world order you've got there. Be a real shame if something happened to it. Yes, President Trump's Liberation Day tariffs seem largely to have liberated boomers from their 401k. The usual experts are saying Trump's tariffs are destroying the economy. They'll cause economic havoc. Americans are going to pay more for everyday basics. Recession is being thrown around a lot. And this isn't even just criticism from the left. Even conservatives are getting nervous, especially the boomers. The National Review is calling tariffs reckless. Ted Cruz says it could be terrible for America. And former U.S. Vice President Mike Pence's Advancing American Freedom calls it a tax on American consumers. So it's very easy to think that Trump might just be insane. I'm not here to disagree with that, but critics say that Trump's tariff formula makes no economic sense, that there is no economic rationale. It horrifies economists. It's incoherent and pointless. A surefire loser, incredibly stupid. But is there any rationale for what Trump is doing? Why tariff so much, especially allied countries and penguins? So I'm going to do my best to steelman the arguments for these tariffs. That doesn't mean these tariffs are a good thing or Trump's plan will even work. I think we could all just benefit from understanding where Trump is coming from, beyond Orange Man bad. The issue is we don't have free trade. Countries around the world use tariffs, unfair labor practices, currency manipulation, government subsidies, and intellectual property theft to gain an unfair advantage over the U.S. And no country is more guilty of that than China. The tariffs are more than just Trump trying to resolve trade surpluses and revive U.S. manufacturing. This is actually about China and decoupling the U.S. and the rest of the world from it. These tariffs are about setting a new iron curtain and putting an end to a global order that China's benefiting from. It's full-on Cold War in all but name. The biggest indicator of this is the enormity of tariffs on China directly. When you take into account duties Trump has already imposed, China doesn't face a 34% tariff. Instead, it faces a 54% one. And that's not including Trump ending the de minimis exception for China, which allowed shipments of cheap Chinese crap from Temu and Shein to come in duty-free. If you watch my twin brother Chris Chappell over at China Uncensored, you also know that Trump wants to charge any Chinese-made ship as much as $1.5 million per port call. So all that might explain the tariffs on China, but what about the penguins? It still goes back to China. According to Henry Gao, a professor at Singapore Management University, Trump's likely using tariffs to get every country to set explicit anti-China provisions. These provisions could include binding commitments to restrict engagement with China across trade, investment, and technology. There's a reason why Vietnam, as well as a whole bunch of Southeast Asian countries like Cambodia, Laos, Myanmar, got hit with higher tariffs than most countries, some reaching above 40%. Not because Trump watched Platoon and thought, I'll show you Vietnam. These countries are used for transshipments, or for redirecting goods to get around U.S. tariffs and sanctions. Ever since Trump's first term in office, Chinese investors and manufacturers have been moving to Vietnam and other countries to sell cheap Chinese goods from outside of China. Looking at this graph from Reuters, is it a mere coincidence that increased U.S. imports from Vietnam go hand in hand with Vietnam imports from China? There's a good chance made in Vietnam may actually be made in China in disguise. A cheap, crappy Temu quality disguise. Trump's tariffs could force these countries and others to start rejecting Chinese transshipments or impose tariffs of their own against Chinese goods. This would be a serious blow to China's foreign direct investment and exports, not to mention its influence over other countries. Seeing things from an anti-China angle could explain the higher tariffs against countries like Bangladesh, Pakistan, South Africa, Serbia, Madagascar, as well as more developed economies like Japan, South Korea, and even the EU. All of them have been drawing closer to China and or importing more from it in recent years. Or at the very least, prefer to stay neutral with China, even if it invades Taiwan. So this feels less like idiocy and more like an intervention. All that's missing is Trump staging an intervention with these countries. Your China addiction is affecting us all. But critics say Trump's tariffs are pushing allies away from the U.S. and closer to China. Vox News says Trump's tariffs could help China. The Wall Street Journal says Trump's tariffs are a strategic gift to China. And The Economist says the tariffs will make China great again, which would be impressive since that would mean Trump did in 2 months what the CCP couldn't do in ever. Critics point to how Europe's weighing closer economic ties with China. And there were even news reports about China, Japan, and South Korea jointly responding to U.S. tariffs. Wait, what's that, Shelley? Oh, this is just from a Chinese social media post by an account affiliated with Chinese state media. And both South Korea and Japan denied that they were joining forces with China. This is why relying on more than one source is important, folks. Anyways, could countries get so angry with the U.S. that they'll just run into China's arms? Well, things aren't so simple. Shifting exports to China is not a real option for most countries. Global trading system depends on the U.S. being a net importer, or importing more than it exports. The U.S. is the market for all the world's stuff, but China isn't a consumer economy. Sure, China has a large consumer market, but unlike the U.S., China mostly imports to manufacture and export cheap Chinese products back to consumer markets like the U.S. That's by design.
So you found an awesome job post, but your resume is outdated? No worries.
Oh,
With Adobe Acrobat Pro's super easy editing tools, you can quickly make updates right in the PDF without
Oh no, it's so hard. Game's so hard. I don't know what I do. Why game so hard?
This allows China to dominate entire industries like the drone and green energy markets and make the world more dependent on it, even if it's financially unfeasible. China does not want a consumer-driven economy because that would mean giving up state control. They're cutting off their nose to spite their face, which is still preferable to cutting off other people's noses in their organ harvesting schemes. China depends on exports to survive. Trump's massive tariffs threaten that. Without the U.S., China would have to flood other places like Europe with its exports, and their markets just can't absorb that. And it could also cause a backlash. The EU has been fighting hard to stop the flood of Chinese EVs. If China has to replace the U.S. market with the EU market, it would be a catastrophe. But ever since Trump launched his first trade war against China, the experts have been warning us that China wins a trade war. This article from 2018 was written by an expert with the Peterson Institute for International Economics. And up until 2018, they were taking money from Huawei, the Chinese telecom company with close ties to the Chinese military. Part of the reason we're in this mess is because of experts who told us that free trade with China would be good for the U.S. economy. And even though sending U.S. manufacturing to China gutted entire towns in the U.S., stocks went up, GDP looked good, even as the American working class lost everything and got addicted to Chinese fentanyl. I'm sure they're really broken up by what's happening to the stock market right now. Oh no, the richest 500 people lost $500 billion in 2 days? Meanwhile, those like Rand Paul push the belief that the more we trade, the less we fight. How'd that work out for the Ukrainians? And for that matter, how has all that trade with China worked out? China has hijacked the globalized world order to expand its political influence, rapidly develop its military capabilities, terrorize its neighbors, and tighten its stranglehold over global supply chains and infrastructure, all in exchange for us getting slightly cheaper and lower quality Chinese products. Trade wars do hurt, but not nearly as much as free trade with a hostile foreign power that's weaponized its economy to destroy the U.S. But what do you think about Trump's tariffs? Don't worry, we won't tariff you for posting your opinions. Leave your comments below. And episodes like this require a lot of time and research. Please support more episodes by subscribing to our new premium website, AmericaUncovered.tv.
I don't know.
You'll also get exclusive content, live streams,
Damien's
and more.
being bad.
Just click on this button.
Or
It's been on the
maybe
screen.
the school.
Once again, I'm Chris Chappell. Thank you for watching
It's
America
just super
Uncovered.
strict now because I used to I would really have to be fucking bad to get football. You know what I mean? I don't know about you. I don't know about you. But I would really have to be bad. I would have to do something. I would have to say something crazy I want to LL somebody, which I've gotten in trouble for when I was younger, because I was a kid. But I would have to do something super serious for them to call my mom. A fight, you know what I mean, hurt someone, not oh, Damien got upset. It's I told the teacher, I'm well,
the tariff storm
that's
is rocking
kinda
global
what
markets,
9-year-olds
and investors
do.
are looking for any reason to stop
Did he
the
do
selling.
anything surprising?
We saw a 2,600 point
jumping
intraday
off of
swing
stuff? Is
on
he
false
hurting
reports
people?
from
No,
CNBC saying that the White House
just
was
having a fit
considering a
like
90-day
8-year-olds
pause
do.
on tariffs. But this does not sound like a pause.
I don't know what to tell you. He's being.
Will you do a 90-day pause, or would you consider that?
Or Bill, yeah, I think that the president is going to decide what the president's going to decide. There are more than 50 countries in negotiation with the president. We've got the prime minister of Israel coming
He's
today.
fine when he's
We've
home.
had a reach out
They're
overnight
active.
from Taiwan.
That's
the
what
White
I
House
want to know.
says that reporting not true, and so back in the red we go. Hello, everyone, and welcome to the Big Money Show. I'm Taylor Riggs. Joining me are my
Just to
co-hosts,
be
Dagan McDowell, Brian
Yeah, but
Feinberg,
the thing
Jackie
is, if I
DeAngelis,
sat in
and
the
with us
class,
for the
Damien
entire
would be a
hour,
motherfucking
Making Money
angel.
host Charles Payne. You're still coming back. We're grateful.
I know.
Now, despite the selling, something big is brewing. Over 50 countries have reportedly reached out to the White House to start negotiating, including the EU, who say they are ready to come to the table. But the president now threatening to impose an additional 50% tariff on China that is all effective April 9th if it does not withdraw its 34% retaliatory tariff on the U.S. So we will be digesting this all. Charles, I wanted to come to you on some of the intraday wild swings that we're seeing first, because to me, this was a sign that the market is desperate for any tweet for anything. Does that give you comfort
They
that
just say
we're
that just he
starting to
can't
find
when
a
he gets
bottom,
upset.
that we're starting to become
say when he
numb to
gets
some of these
upset.
headlines, or is there still a lot further lower to go?
So far today, two things give me comfort. We didn't hit the low point of the
That's not how they're
futures
making
before
it now.
trading.
They're just making it
because
like
at
he
one
gets
point it was
upset,
like,
he has a
uh-oh,
little
people were
episode,
talking
and
crash,
they
Black
call me
Monday, a
over
lot of
the one
well-known
little
folks were out
episode
there
he
talking
has.
that kind of stuff. So
Which
It's
Which,
still out there.
for
That's our
me,
support
I would
point.
have an
I think
episode
on
every
the
fucking
S&P it's like
day at
4850.
school,
You
and they
know,
wouldn't call me unless
the
I
other
had a
thing, of
fucking
course, is the coiled
explosive
spring action.
episode.
And again,
Which is
and
why
we saw
I'm
a
like,
microcosm of it on Friday.
like
Trump
sometimes
put out
I'm
the
just
positive
like,
post
like
about
a couple
Vietnam.
times I told
All
him, I
those
said, don't
shoemakers,
call me
all these
unless he
companies
hurts
that
somebody
do
or
business
somebody I hurt
and
him.
manufacturing in
I'm like, just don't
Taiwan.
even fucking
I'll
call
give you an
me. You're gonna
example.
start pissing me
Restoration
off.
Hardware was at
'Cause I'm gonna
123.
start
It went to
start being like, this is
153 right after
bullshit.
that. I mean, a
You're
30-point
wasting my
move,
fucking
35% move. So
I was
this
hell
is a
in
coiled
school.
spring
Fucking
sort
deal
of
with it.
you
You're
know,
a
environment.
school.
There's no doubt about it.
Suspend them,
The
set
markets
them in a
want some
fucking
positive
office.
news. I think
Stop
they want a
fucking
string of
calling me.
positive news.
Do
And
something
obviously,
about
some of these deals would
What
be
do you need-
phenomenal.
what am I
But
gonna do?
I'll
Get on the
also say,
phone and then what?
what was kind of missed is right around the same time, though, we
You know
also
what I mean?
got word
Why
from the
you keep
EU.
calling me?
Yeah.
And that was a little bit
Somebody hurt?
overshadowed,
Did
but
he get
that's
into a
really
fight?
it's
Are the
obviously
police
significantly more
involved?
important because I
Call
don't think
me
there's going to
then,
be a 90-day
you know what I
ban.
mean?
I mean, pause.
Don't
That would
motherfucking
be
call me
that would
because
be the Trump put.
he cried
He's already
because
gone
he
out
got a
and he's
problem
already,
wrong.
you know, that ship
I
has
don't give
sailed,
a
I think.
fuck.
Jackie,
Stop
when
calling
we
me
talk
for that
about ships that are
bullshit, yo.
sailing and headlines,
And then,
one of
you
the
know,
more
my mom,
interesting
she flips
headlines
out.
was the EU, but
So,
also
like,
the
they'll call
additional
her, she'll flip out,
50%
and then they'll
tariff
call me,
on China, which
and
now
I
brings
don't
that
even wanna
total
argue
tariff
with
to, I
them, so I'll
think,
just be like, okay.
104%.
Yeah, you're
But this
so,
is at least a market that's
in reality,
not
I'm the
totally
way she
reacting to
is,
that, maybe taking a
but
breath.
she acts the way
is this
I do
maybe
over
now
the phone.
a game of
So,
chicken?
like, they
How
get
do
me
you
on the
sort
phone,
of
I'm
view
nice,
these
I'm like,
additional
okay,
proposed
yeah,
tariffs?
I
I'll
expected
deal
the
with
market
them.
to go much lower on that. That
And
was
then
sort
they
of
get
the
her on the phone
latest
and she's like,
headline
how
of
I
the
am.
market
Like,
moving
oh,
that we've
you
had
kidding
in
me?
this
You didn't
volatile
fucking do
session
anything.
this morning.
And I'm
But I
like,
think most people see China as the biggest
and then,
threat to a
you know what I
certain
mean?
regard.
It's
So
like,
when China came back on
I
Friday
think the same
and
thing
retaliated when the Trump
say. I
administration
say it
had
to my
said,
boss.
listen,
I was
don't
like, I just
retaliate
feel like
because
they
if you do,
fucking
there'll be
call
more
me
pain
with
coming ahead.
bullshit.
You know, the
I was
market
like, and I don't even
understands
wanna
that he's
answer the
not going to
fucking
take the
phone
China
half the
situation
time.
lying down at all.
I was like, I just feel like they're too
Negotiations,
strict.
I think,
and they're
are
just
certainly on the table. You've got more than 50 countries saying we
like a
want to talk.
fucking DEI bullshit
But you
school.
also have a
That's the
situation
thing,
where this
like,
administration
giving a
has
fuck
said
too much
it's
about
not
it,
just about
about
an eye for an eye
feelings and
tariffs,
everything like
it's about
that.
these non-tariff
It is a Jewish
barriers
school.
to
It's very
trade.
Jewish school.
And that's what they would potentially be talking about, I think. They would be talking about some of the currency manipulation, the dumping, the subsidizing, all the other things that happen, which would come into
no, I
play
understand what you're
in
saying,
a
totally.
conversation with the EU as well. So
No,
I think
no,
we have
there's
to
all
wait and
types
see
of
how this
different
all
cultures in the
unfolds.
schools,
But
like
I
really
also think you've
really
got a lot
diverse,
of messengers
but
out there.
they're just really
I
strict,
don't think
and
it
I
was a
think
good
they
thing
just
at
call
all
me
to
too
have that
much.
interpretation
Because,
of what
like I
Kevin
said,
Hassett
Damien
said. It
X,
was a
hey,
misinterpretation.
Damien
It
X
was wrong.
pretty fucking
It
normal
rocked the
around
stock
me.
market today, but at the same time, you've got a bunch of different messengers out there, and they're all being interpreted slightly differently. Then you have Trump coming on Air Force One last night and
It's none of my
making his own
business. They would
comments.
tell me
And
it's none
so
of my business.
there's a lot
They
of
wouldn't
talk
even
out
if I
there
tried to ask
versus
that.
concrete
They'd be
stuff
like-
that this
they'd be
market
like,
can cling to.
they'd be like, sir, that's
Just a
none of
last
your
thought,
business.
many of the traders I've
They
been
would
speaking
say
to have been
nicer,
saying they were afraid
probably,
to go short the
but
market.
they would not give me
They,
that
you know, if
information.
they thought something was on
they're
sale
not
on
allowed
Friday,
to-
they really
no,
think it's
they
on
can't
sale
do that.
today,
They
and they're
can't.
looking to
Even
add to their
if somebody
portfolios because
does
they said when
something
this
to
market
Damien,
does rip, it's
they
gonna be one
almost
of those
can't even tell
face-ripping
me
rallies
if
that
he got
just
in
you
trouble.
can't.
They could
You're
say
not going to be
we
able to
talked
write it if
talk
you
to him
are
and
going
something
the
was
other
done
way.
about
Well,
it.
and we saw
but they
perhaps
can't tell
maybe
me
some
nothing
margin
else.
calls over the weekend if you were now really getting
So they're like really
short.
strict
That's
with
maybe why
what
we're
you
at
can
less
and can't
down
know about
a lot
other
negative,
students
less
and
than
things
we
like
thought earlier,
Which
right?
is what
because
makes
some of this maybe is getting to a washout. I do a
Mhm.
chart of the day for you, Brian.
Mhm.
To put some of this into perspective, this was the Thursday, Friday
I
sell-off
think
that
the
we
teacher did
had.
tell me that.
About the fourth worst decline, it's all the way on the right. This is a drawdown on the S&P 500. So going left to right, of course, Black Monday 1987.
Hey everyone, Jordan Houghton here with Sweetwater, and I want to talk to you today about the new Arturia Keylab MK3. This new MK3 has some notable
these are just
upgrades,
little
including a new
kids
keypad
fucking
and this
saying
clear
dumb
high-res
shit.
screen. You're also going to get these new
You know what I'm
beautiful
saying?
encoders
I'm not
and
interested
faders
at
with
all what
premium
they
feel.
say. They're
I
fucking
also want to know
8-year-olds. They
that these
fucking
MIDI
don't know what
controllers
they're
have a
saying. They
good
cannot
amount of weight to
comprehend
them.
what
You
they're
can't
saying.
tell
They have
because
like,
obviously you're not
I'm
holding
not
it.
interested.
But
in
I
all
always have
reality.
this issue when I go to gigs that if I'm playing a MIDI controller that's a little bit
He's
more
a smart
flimsy,
kid,
I feel
but
like I'm
smart
cracking
kids,
in half
all
if I get
kids
too
say
into the
dumb
music,
shit.
which is every time, let's be honest. The good thing about this Keylab MK3 is that it feels like a real synth. One of the best
Yeah,
things
that's why I tried
about
telling
the
him.
MK3 is how I can control Analog Lab with it. So I've got a couple different parameters that I'm going to
That's what I told him. I said, you're going to get old enough. I said, and a point's going to come where the decisions you make, I can't protect you from.
Big fan. I'm going to say that a lot in this video, so just be prepared for me to be a big fan of all of it. So not just that, but I can cycle through my sounds right here, and it gives me a clear picture of exactly what I'm selecting and editing right here on this brand new screen.
Evan is in there. Then you have the global financial crisis, a big 2-day sell-off, COVID-19, a big 2-day sell-off, and then us. And as of Thursday and Friday, we didn't have the massive drawdown that we've seen in other big crises, which sort of leads back to this feels bad, and I guess the rate at which we've gotten here feels pretty bad.
Yeah.
But all in all, it comes down to messaging, right?
But just to be clear, no circuit breakers. It was sell-offs, but they were orderly sell-offs. People handled it, okay? And then today you get this. Today was so crazy. I don't want to walk by what happened today. You had a pretty lame rumor come out that there was going to be a 90-day pause. It wasn't like a cancellation of tariffs. It wasn't like we're going to reverse course. It was just a 90-day pause. And traders went crazy.
Nuts. I wouldn't call it a lame rumor. Can I just say one thing?
I thought it was pretty lame.
It was lame in the fact that it was a rumor, but it is what the market wanted. Last night, a lot of traders were telling me, hopefully tomorrow he'll say something about a pause. They wanted that, and that is why you saw that whiplash reaction.
Oh, you can tell they wanted it.
But it was lame in that it was the wrong news.
They want something, but what I'm saying is notice what happened when they got something. The thing took off, and then everyone realized it wasn't true.
Right.
My point is, we're talking about all this bearishness, okay? But imagine if the president, he's got 50 countries lined up. He's got 50 countries lined up according to the White House. Cambodia, Vietnam, Thailand, Japan, India, South Korea, Australia, UK, Israel. They're all lined up. Imagine if he starts dropping results about bringing down trade barriers with these guys. If the market reacted to a 90-day pause like that, imagine if they get a string of wins. I'm just saying to you, we're talking bearish, but let's not overestimate it.
But does that work if China isn't included? Like, is China the big golden goose where you need the negotiation, the deal with China?
Not my view, no.
Okay.
No.
It doesn't work. I say it does work. And I say that's because people see China as more of a threat. They want they're worried about our relationships with our allies right now. So if we can make some progress on those negotiations and China is still hanging out there, I think the market will.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying.
Almost everyone you saw, all these major firms that aimed this at the beginning of the year had 10% tariffs with everyone, 60% with China. That's what the modeling has been. So I don't think the street thinks we're going to have anything concrete with China anytime soon.
Dagan, weigh in.
Number one, you're talking about the swing we saw this morning.
Yep.
The VIX, if we can put that up. The VIX yesterday, overnight, hit 60. That is what we saw this morning is the very definition of volatility. So that's what we should be, and look how much it's come down since the overnight 60 mark. This is people who invest in the market. I don't even want to say traders because it's quite frankly a large swath of the United States and the world. They are on edge, and they will sell or buy at the first inclination of bad news or good news first. The reaction in the Treasury market has been a little unnerving. There's been selling in longer-term Treasuries. If you take a look at the 10-year Treasury here, and there have been a number of reasons given, but one is to meet margin calls. Potentially, people are selling their safe assets. And you see the move. I mean, the 10-year Treasury is below 4% earlier. And now it is the yield has backed up significantly. And so there's been some sizable selling in the U.S. Treasury market. That's not good given the depth of our debt in the United States, but still well below the highs of January of 4.8% roughly on the 10-year. The one thing that people should definitely pay attention to.
Here's what you can expect to pay for your tax prep.
Wait, this is backwards. My last tax guy only ever told me the price after he was finished.
And as a new client, we can match the price you paid last year.
That's some forward thinking.
Switch to H&R Block so you know the cost before you begin.
From what Kevin Hassett said. And the negotiations that are going on with all of these nations coming to bargain with President Trump, is that really relevant What's relevant is what Hassett said. 10% baseline tariff. The fact is that a 10% baseline tariff is on about 14% of GDP. It's a very small amount. That's about how much trade we have and how much in imports. 86% of our GDP is affected by the other part of President Trump's agenda. That is deregulation, that's the tax cuts and everything else. But 10% is the baseline. 10% based on everything that I've heard from people in the White House, adjacent to the White House, 10% is not being negotiated away. 10% is going to be there in perpetuity.
Right.
So 10% is what you're working off of. The negotiations are just not 10%, but you're going to be, I don't know. So when you're going to be at 10%, if you go to zero and the U.S. agrees to not go to zero, the U.S. is not going to zero with anyone. Based on what President Trump has said recently and in the past, it's going to be 10%. And our average tariff has been 3.3%. So we have tripled our tariffs. And this is President Trump's approach. This is the price.
Yo, there you go. We're not one of those Fox News listeners, you know. We're not one of those. Now, we can find some other stuff. Arresting international child pornography case. It's 31 minutes. Trump's assassin worked at Ukraine to get rocket launcher. Let's see what this is
Hey,
about.
let me let you in on a secret real quick.
It's my
right here
fuck my game
is
up.
something that you want to add into your repertoire, because Blue Chew is my new go-to. All I'm gonna say is this is something.
Rule of law in our nation by allowing a president, whoever that may be, to be able to secure our borders and protect our families and our country itself. A great day for justice in America. DHS Secretary Kristi Noem also reacting. Listen.
Today is a bad day to be a terrorist in the United States of America.
That's
Today,
a bad
The Supreme
day.
Court came out with a decision that reaffirmed President Trump was correct in using his authority on using the Alien Enemies Act. to
That's
deport
right. He
terrorists
was
out of this
correct.
country.
They knew it.
U.S. District Judge James Boasberg initially halted the deportations.
Initially.
And this Supreme Court ruling has reversed that decision at this point. So what we see here is that the U.S. District Judge James Boasberg initially halted those deportations as two flights carrying 238 men was en route to El Salvador. The move by the Supreme Court could prevent Boasberg from holding the administration in contempt, a move he had been signaling he was prepared to take. Attorney General Pam Bondi says it is just a matter of safety. Quote, an activist judge in Washington, D.C. does not have the jurisdiction to seize control of President Trump's authority to conduct foreign policy and keep the American people safe. House Speaker Mike Johnson says Congress will act on judicial overreach. Listen.
Activist judges, liberal judges with a political bent, it's a threat to the rule of law, to our entire system of justice. We're delighted with the Supreme Court ruling. We're going to move on it in Congress as well. So this week, Sean, we'll be putting on the floor Congressman Darrell Iss's bill, the No Rogue Rulings Act. And what this is going to do is keep federal district court judges in their constitutional lane.
The Supreme Court also temporarily paused a lower court's decision, and that lower court's decision was regarding the DOJ's return of a Salvadorian man who was mistakenly deported, giving them more time to consider the matter. Now, the House is set to vote today on the No Rogue Rulings Act to limit the authority of district courts' ability to block Trump policies.
Do you guys got any weapons I can use on the bad orange man?
These are not the rocket launchers you are looking for.
I will just have to find something else.
charged after a major takedown in Brooklyn.
Feel it quietly, trying to silence me, yeah. Anxiety, take it off of me. Somebody's watching me, it's my anxiety.
Look, shit got me tripping. Fighting with my demons and my demons is winning. I feel like don't nobody ever feel how I feel. And I ain't never sober, baby girl, I get hot still. She said, boy, don't sip lean and pop pills. It's 50 degrees and I can tell that you hot still. But I don't know what you on. Feel so right to do wrong. Can't buy love, it don't come with a coupon. And they'll never catch it like a nigga with no arms. Baby, I'm tripping, my feelings been frying me. I blame it low anxiety. I had 2 chops with the still like I'm Chinese. Gotta keep it, I know how this life be. They showing real love, that's unlikely. Fuck you, I ain't asked you to like me. Watch for that snake, he might bite me. Watch out for anybody moving spicy. Do what you do, but just do it precisely. They gotta talk to you nicely. Check on your head, but it's nothing like Nike. I just hope you ain't taking it lightly.
Anxiety, keep on trying me. Feel it quietly, trying to silence me, yeah. Anxiety, take it off of me. Somebody's watching me, it's my anxiety.
Feel like I'm stuck in a maze. I just try not to feel too amazed. Stay where I live till I lay in the grave. Sleeping on me been up for some days. Like how you gon' shit when you lay? You keep the fame, I just wanna get paid. Shot Cousteau with the wave. Free all my niggas that harry away. Like sometimes I feel like a slave to my feelings. I can really even tell you how I'm feeling. Bugged out, they gon' say I'm tripping when I'm chilling. Wonder who gon' hold it down until it's finished. This for the record, no Guinness. You must be drunk if you think I won't drill him. Praying, but they know you sinning. You gotta lose a lot before the winning. And most of the time I be stuck in my mind. Made mistakes in no way to rewind. But fuck it, we get over shit over time. It's all love till you get out of line. Like you know one day you would shine. You know one day you would read through the lines. If they fucking with you, it's fine. You just make sure you get back like a spine.
Anxiety, keep on trying me. Feel it quietly, trying to silence me, yeah. Anxiety, take it off of me. Somebody's watching me, it's my anxiety.
On the beat, by the way. You say you be getting cash, okay? What's the facts? We gon' run up in stats. Police on me like a rash. You say you be getting packs, okay? Got this and that. Send my shooters where you at. Guarantee you getting whacked. Look, cook up like I'm Walter. Should've been on Breaking Bad. Look, step up in the room, you see the drip get hit with splash. She money coming quick, so she gon' throw that pussy fast. And I know niggas stitching for the cheese, they're rad. You know me, I'm never switching, yeah. My body different. They like Sleepy, you a hero. Why they paint you as a villain? Cause they know my niggas elegant. Shoot up your residence. They love me in my city, swear they treat me like the president. I ran me up a bag, up a bag, up a bag. I know they don't like it how I came up from doing bad. Had to run me up a bag, up a bag, up a bag. Gotta check like it's Nike, I just do it and never brag. You say you be getting cash, okay? What's the facts? We gon' run up in stats. Police on me like a rash. You say you be getting packs, okay? Got this and that. Send my shooters where you at. Guarantee you getting whacked.
Guarantee you getting whacked. Guarantee you getting done up. I know some niggas patiently waiting to catch it come up. Now you look like a stain. Once you spotted, you gotta rub off. We jump, you ain't no one-ons. You never get the one up. Move on, bitch, you could die tonight. It's just a stain. Hold your tongue. Shh, where the funds? Don't play brave. Don't play dumb. Jackpot tonight. Heard you got it, then I need that. I thought you push your teeth back. Don't wanna hear no feedback, nigga.
Ain't no chit chat. You shine and get your shit snatched. Them windows tinted, slide it down, they splitting like a Kit Kat. Look, I'm from the street, you take an L, you gotta get back. And they don't want beef, we pull up on them with Big Macs. You getting cash, okay? What's the facts? We gon' run up in stats. Police on me like a rash. You say you be getting packs, okay? Got this and that. Send my shooters where you at. Guarantee you getting whacked. You say you be getting cash, okay? What's the facts? We gon' run up in stats. Police on me like a rash. You say you be getting packs, okay? Got this and that. Send my shooters where you at. Guarantee you getting whacked. Guarantee you getting whacked. Whack, 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 whack. Lord, she said she don't want no scrub nigga. But since we got a bag, she been tryna fuck with us. She stuck up on the gang like a sticker. She wants some Mr. Fame, we just tryna get richer. She said like, ooh, what's up, let me kick it with you. Look, I'm with the gang, who you bringing with you? And I ain't tryna know your name, I ain't tryna kiss you. Look, And after this, I might just forget you. Love, she like, when you finna pull up on me, hit the door. She said she wants some Fendi, Chanel, and Louis Vuitton. Her man mad, he say he tryna get it on. I got a chopper on me, don't get hit up for a brawl. Her best friend know all of the words to my song. She said she fell in love, said she finna get involved. These bitches pick and choose, and that's why they getting tossed. They hate to see me win and love to see me take a loss. And I know she don't really fuck with me. She seen the little cash, now she claiming that she stuck with me. I be in the car like a buck 50. Shorty never held me down, so she never getting up with her. She said she don't want no scrub nigga. But since we got a bag, she been tryna fuck with us. She stuck up on the game like a sticker. She wants some Mr. Fame, we just tryna get richer. She said like, ooh, what's up, let me kick it with you. Look, I'm with the gang, who you bringing with you? And I ain't tryna know your name, I ain't tryna kiss you. Look, and after this, I might just forget you. Yeah, she get lit, and she gon' let me hit. The type to run your pockets, tryna make you spend a break. You ever seen a thing, she do better on a date. I put up with my mans, and she put up with a bitch. I know they only want me cause they heard I'm getting rich. She love to send me pictures of her ass and tits. My cousin say he clip, say he met her on the strip. So I know she be hoeing, I know she gon' do the click. So fuck it, I ain't loving, I'ma sit and take a sip. I'm calling up these hundreds, I ain't worried about a bitch. Look, fuck it, I ain't loving, I'ma sit and take a sip. I'm calling up these hundreds, I ain't worried about a bitch. Look, she said she don't want no scrub nigga. But since we got a bag, she been tryna fuck with us. She stuck up on the gang like a sticker. She wants some Mr. Fame, we just tryna get richer. She said like, ooh, what's up, let me kick it with you. Look, I'm with the gang, who you bringing with you? And I ain't tryna know your name, I ain't tryna kiss you. Look, and after this, I might just forget you.
Big Sean on the beat, by the way. Frost. Mira.
Look, I saw my fellas need some activists like Frida Shotters. And only real niggas in my circle, no imposter. And Brody, he'll demon, he'll turn you into pasta. And after we done smoking you, we go and eat some lobster. Smoking big run shit, shooting, call the Falcon. If niggas say it's lit, when we see him, we go out him. Talking all that shit, let's really see if he about it. You say you moving hot, well, we turning up the climate. Selling grams to school while you was learning up in class. I was adding bread while you was adding up in math. You was cuffing girls while I was clapping up that ass. You was doing homework while I was working in the tribe. You was up early taking field trips to school. I was up early in the field trying to boom. You was tricking with hoes, I scooped it like a spoon. Niggas nutted in her mouth, and I know you wiped it too. Ha! We got guns, we got big techs. Talking out of line, have them kill you for that big check. And we ain't posted on no book, nigga. We'll come up on your sides and post up where you be at. Niggas talking, you could get flexed. A nigga been holding weight like I work and playing the finesse. And please stop talking like you dropping niggas. The only dropping that you doing is from these bullets making contact. Hey, niggas know my body, I be wildin' out. Cause I be moving like a demon, talking spazzing out. Big booty bitches in the circle, they be acting out. Ass fat UFC, have a tapping out. Let them freaky bitches that be acting on some kinky shit. Cause I be fucking all night, she can't believe this shit. Drop top, cause I'ma drop the bag if she topping it. I'm starting to think this bitch should shoot her away, she cocking it.
What? What? What?
Might think I'm James Brown the way I'm fancy with my feet. I heard that she a freak, then baby we can meet. Got different color biddies and they all do tricks for me. You was working for the city, why the city work for me? While you was serving that food, I was serving fiends. You was wiping up them thotties, I was wiping up that breeze. You was leaning on them hoes, I was sipping on that lean. You was tricking for that pussy, I was fucking hoes for free. We ain't fucking with Suburbans, it's a Cadillac. You was working for that breach, I was taking that. Told her get up on her knees, you was licking cat. You was out here making scenes, I was shooting back. You was in it finna snitch, I was locking in. You was waiting for that swing, I was popping in. I was out and up in scores, you was copping in.
I'm starting to think this bitch will shoot her away, she cocking it, cocking it, cocking it.
on the beat, by the way.
No, everybody wanna be somebody. You don't know me, but you know my body. Ron Shotty with my bro, we got it. AP, make him watch my pockets. Back ends, don't front, we got it. Batman, I was tryna go robbing. Beef with the gang, we mobbing. She eat the dick when she starving. I'm so high like Martians, I blew up like atomic. Ay, feel so sick, might vomit. Ask about Joe's, no comment. Everything I got, I own it. I ain't fearing no opponent. I ain't fearing no op, no op. Tell them block what's up to the top. Flow to the top. All them hating niggas, tell them stop. Spent your whole life on a watch. This for all my times getting locked. This for all my niggas in the box. Hold your head high. Rest up to the dead guys. No more stopping at the red light. No more stopping at the... No. Everybody wanna be somebody. Body. You don't know me, but you know my body. Ron Shotty with my bro, we got it. AP, make him watch my pockets. Back ends, don't front, we got it. Batman, I was trying to go music that they party too.
I had a dream in a rave. She wanna fuck till away. Tonight I just rather the fee. Tell me she love how it tastes. I know they watching my plays. I bet you it's still with completion. Meet up, tell them drink up. Wasn't down with us, how you gon' keep up? Ain't kidder, meet us. Now it's on chef sleep through the speakers. Rich boy still with it. Couple new charges, still move with it. Rich boy still with it. Getting left, right, Facebook, sending shit.
Everybody wanna be somebody. You don't know me, but you know my body. Ron Shotty with my bro, we got it. AP, make him watch my pockets. Back ends, don't front, we got it. Batman, I was tryna go robbing. You too fake, I can't fuck with you niggas. Can't fuck with you, too fake. On the block, I ain't make it to dinner. In the trap, I got my own plate. Leave her wet like a tub when I'm in her. I fuck it up, now she in love with a nigga. Make it high in the middle of winter. I took a loss and that's what made me a winner. You too fake, I can't fuck with you niggas. Can't fuck with you, too fake. On the block, I ain't make it to dinner. In the trap, I got my own plate. Leave her wet like a tub when I'm in her. I fuck it up, now she in love with a nigga. Make it high in the middle of winter. I took a loss and that's what made me a winner. If I call you my brother, your bitch is untouchable, nigga. I ain't touching the nigga. You pass me that chop, I ain't bluffing. I'm busting a nigga. I'm busting a nigga. Look, I'm addicted to choppers and long nights. Devil on sight said he don't want me living a long life. But he wrong, right? I know niggas be mad as shit. We gon' run up a bag and split it in half. Can't fuck on no packages. You saw my cuts and bring no bandages. You left me hanging, wasn't mad, you switched. And that was the saddest. They got the federales tryna ask me shit. I get low and I'm passing, got in that situation, got the back and grips. Throwing bullets like Madden, we hit a touchdown on your block and slit. Did them dirty for capping? No, we don't care what you jacking. You made a wrong move, that's a classic. Came with a long clip, everlasting. Marry money, I'm in love with the cash and blue hunters. Think I find them attractive. Look. You too fake, I can't fuck with you niggas. Can't fuck with you, too fake. On the block, I ain't making the dinner. In the trap, I got my own plate. Leave it wet like a tub when I'm in her. I fuck it up, now she in love with a nigga. Make it high in the middle of winter. I took a loss and that's what made me a winner. You too fake, I can't fuck with you niggas. Can't fuck with you, too fake. On the block, I ain't making the dinner. In the trap, I got my own plate. Leave it wet like a tub when I'm in her. I fuck it up, now she in love with a nigga. Make it high in the middle of winter. I took a loss and that's what made me a winner. If I call you my brother, your bitch is untouchable, nigga. I ain't touching the nigga. You pass me that chop, I ain't bluffing. I'm busting a nigga. I'm busting a nigga. I heard they want me dead. That's a myth. Money on my head, come and get back and flip it double gram. That's a lick trying to get 100 band every trip. All up in the cut, son, like a stitch. Kill what they ain't doing shit. Don't depend on no man, no bitch, bro. Keep a suntan when it's break. But bitch, I'm in love with the money. Gotta know I'm in love with the money. She a tree, she gon' come for the money. But I could bet you she can't get nothing from me. And I can stretch you, get you wrapped like a mummy. Hit that whip, you gon' crash like a dummy. Disrespect, I just laugh, it's funny. They know it's some my shooters making it ugly. You too fake, I can't fuck with you niggas. Can't fuck with you, too fake. On the block, I ain't make it to dinner. In the trap, I got my own plate. Leave it wet like a tub when I'm in her. I fuck it up, now she in love with a nigga. Make it high in the middle of winter. I took a loss and that's what made me a winner. You too fake, I can't fuck with you niggas. Can't fuck with you, too fake. On the block, I ain't make it to dinner. In the trap, I got my own plate. Leave it wet like a tub when I'm in her. I fuck it up, now she in love with a nigga. Make it high in the middle of winter. I took a loss and that's what made me a winner. If I call you my bro, then your bitch is untouchable, nigga. I ain't touching the nigga. You pass me that.
Yes. I don't even know what you're talking about. Alright, take as many as you want, do it! Now, tell her to get some Celsius, because they got too much sugar.
You be getting cash, okay? What's the facts? We gon' run up in stats. Police on me like a rash. You say you be getting packs, okay? Got this and that. Send my shooters where you at. Guarantee you getting whacked. Look, cook up like I'm Walter. Should've been on Breaking Bad. Look, step up in the room. You see the chicken hit with splash. She money coming quick, so she gon' throw that pussy fast. And I know niggas stitching for the cheese, they're rad. You know me, I'm never switching, yeah. My body different. They like Sleepy, you a hero. Why they paint you as a villain? Cause they know my niggas elegant. Shoot up your residence. They love me in my city. Swear they treat me like the president. I ran me up a bag, up a bag, up a bag. I know they don't like it how I came up from doing bad. Had to run me up a bag, up a bag.
You take a sip of Red Bull. Come on, go again.
You say you be getting cash, okay? What's the facts? We gon' run up in stats. Police on me like a rash. You say you be getting packs, okay?
7 months and fall asleep.
Where you at? Guarantee you getting whacked.
Guarantee you getting whacked. Guarantee you getting done up. I know some niggas patiently waiting to catch it come up. Now you look like a stain. Once you spot it, you gotta rub off. We drop you ain't
that might be it. Maybe Monster's just gay.
But you could die tonight. It's just a stain. Hold your
and
tongue.
I just didn't know the whole time.
Don't play brave. Don't play dumb. Jack.
And I've been part of the game. It's cool, dude. Sometimes you fall for it.
Don't wanna hear no feedback, nigga.
Ain't no chit chat. You tryna get your shit snatched. Them windows tinted, slide it down, they splitting like a Kit Kat. Look, I'm from the street, you take an L, you gotta get back. And they don't want beef, we pull up on them with Big Macs. You getting cash, okay? What's the facts? We gon' run up in stats. Police on me like a rash. You say you be getting packs, okay? Got this and that. Send my shooters where you at. Guarantee you getting whacked. You say you be getting cash, okay? What's the facts? We gon' run up in stats. Police on me like a rash. You say you be getting packs, okay? Got this and that. Send my shooters where you at. Guarantee you getting whacked. Guarantee you getting whacked. Whack, 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 whack.
Woo!
Look, she said she don't want no scrub nigga. But since we got a bag, she been tryna fuck with us. She stuck up on the gang like a sticker. She wants some Mr. Fame, we just tryna get richer. She said like, ooh, what's up, let me kick it with you. Look, I'm with the gang, who you bringing with you? And I ain't tryna know your name, I ain't tryna kiss you. Look, and after this, I might just forget you. Look, she like, when you finna pull up on me, hit the door. She said she wants some Fendi, Chanel, and Louis Vuitton. Her man mad, he say he tryna get it done. I got a chopper on me, don't get hit up for a bro. Her best friend know all of the words to my song. She said she fell in love, said she finna get involved. These bitches pick and choose, and that's why they getting told. They hate to see me win and love to see me take a loss. And I know she don't really fuck with me. She seen the little cash, now she claiming that she stuck with me. I be in the car like a buck 50. Shorty never held me down, so she never getting up with her. She said she don't want no scrub nigga. But since we got a bag, she been tryna fuck with us. She stuck up on the gang like a sticker. She wants some Mr. Fame, we just tryna get richer. She said like, ooh, what's up, let me kick it with you. Look, I'm with the gang, who you bringing with you? And I ain't tryna know your name, I ain't tryna kiss you. Look, and after this, I might just forget you. Yeah, she get lit, and she gon' let me hit. The type to run your pockets, tryna make you spend a break. You ever seen her dance? She do better on a date. I pulled up with my mans, and she put up with a bitch. I know they only want me cause they heard I'm getting rich. She love to send me pictures of her ass and tits. My cousin say he clips, say he met her on the strip. So I know she be hoeing, I know she gon' do the click. So fuck it, I ain't loving, I'ma sit and take a sip. I'm counting up these hundreds, I ain't worried about a bitch. Look, fuck it, I ain't loving, I'ma sit and take a sip. I'm counting up these hundreds, I ain't worried about a bitch. Look, she said she don't want no scrub nigga. But since we got a bag, she been tryna fuck with us. She stuck up on the gang like a sticker. She wants some Mr. Fame, we just tryna get richer. She said like, ooh, what's up, let me kick it with you. Look, I'm with the gang, who you bringing with you? And I ain't tryna know your name, I ain't tryna kiss you. Look, and after this, I might just forget you.
Big Sean on the beat, by the way.
Mira. Look, I saw my fellas need some activists like Frida Shotters, and only real niggas in my circle, no imposter. And Brody, he'll demon, he'll turn you into pasta. And after we done smoking you, we go and eat some lobster. Smoking big run shit, shooting, call a falcon. If niggas say it's lit, when we see him, we go out him. Talking all that shit, let's really see if he about it. You say you moving hot, well, we turning up the climate. Selling grams to school while you was learning up in class. I was adding bread while you was adding up in math. You was cuffing girls while I was clapping up that ass. You was doing homework while I was working in the tribe. You was up early taking field trips to school. I was up early in the field trying to boom. You was tricking with hoes, I scooped it like a spoon. Niggas nutted in her mouth, and I know you wiped it too. Ha! We got guns, we got big techs. Talking out of line, have them kill you for that big check. And we ain't posted on no book, nigga. We'll come up on your sides and post up where you be at. Niggas talking, you could get flexed. A nigga been holding weight like I work in Planet Fitness. And please stop talking like you dropping niggas. The only dropping that you doing is from these bullets making contact. Hey, niggas know my body, I be wildin' out. Cause I be moving like a demon, talking spazzing out. Big booty bitches in the circle, they be acting out. Ass fat UFC, have a tapping out. Let them freaky bitches that be acting on some kinky shit. Cause I be fucking all night, she can't believe this shit. Drop top, cause I'ma drop the bag if she topping it. I'm starting to think this bitch a shooter away, she cocking it.
What? What? What?
Might think I'm James Brown the way I'm fancy with my feet. I heard that she a freak, then baby we can meet. Got different color biddies and they all do tricks for me. You was working for the city, why the city work for me? While you was serving that food, I was serving fiends. You was wiping up them thotties, I was wiping up that breeze. You was leaning on them hoes, I was sipping on that lean. You was tricking for that pussy, I was fucking hoes for free. We ain't fucking with Suburbans, it's a Cadillac. You was working for that breach, I was taking that. Told her get up on her knees, you was licking cat. You was out here making scenes, I was shooting back. You was in it finna snitch, I was locking in. You was waiting for that swing, I was popping in. I was out and up in scores, you was copping in. I'm starting to think this bitch a shooter where she cocking it, cocking it, cocking it.
Big Sean on the beat, by the way.
Everybody wanna be somebody. You don't know me, but you know my body. Shot with my bro, we got it. AP, make him watch my pockets. Back ends, don't front, we got it.
Yo, what a fucking noob. Fucking quit.
I'm so high like Martians, I blew up like atomic. Ay, feel so sick, my vomit. Ask for Joe's, no comment. Everything I gotta own it. I ain't fearing no opponent.
I was fighting the boss, helping somebody. He got killed in one hit and quit. Logged off. Left the party, logged off, and now I'm fighting the boss alone. And since I'm fighting the boss with somebody, the boss is double up.
No more stopping at the red light. No more stopping at the low. Everybody wanna be somebody, body. You don't know me, but you know my body. Ron Shotty with
But
my
I'm
bro,
nice.
we
I
got
ain't
it.
gotta worry about
AP,
that.
make him watch my pockets. Back ends don't front, we got it. Batman, I was
making all
tryna
the
go
music
rob
that they
it.
party to. I had a dream in a rave. She wanna fuck till away. Tonight I just rather the figgy. Tell me she love how it tastes. I know they watching my plays. I bet you it's still be completion. Meet up, tell them drink up. Wasn't down with us, how you gon' keep up? Ain't kidder, meet us. Now it's on chef sleep through the speakers. Rich boy still with it. Couple new charges, still move with it. Rich boy still with it. Getting left, right, Facebook, sending shit.
Everybody wanna be somebody. You don't know me, but you know my body. Ron Shotty with my bro, we got it. AP, make him watch my pockets. Back ends don't front, we got it. Batman, I was tryna go rob it.
Your blood runs cold. The thrill of the hunt.
Take their head, or I take yours.
You too fake, I can't fuck with you niggas. Can't fuck with you, too fake. On the block, I ain't make it to dinner. In the trap, I got my own plate. Leave it wet like a tub when I'm in her. I fuck it up, now she in love with a nigga. Make it high in the middle of winter. I took a loss and that's what made me a winner. You too fake, I can't fuck with you niggas. Can't fuck with you, too fake. On the block, I ain't make it to dinner. In the trap, I got my own plate. Leave it wet like a tub when I'm in her. I fuck it up, now she in love with a nigga. Make it high in the middle of winter. I took a loss and that's what made me a winner. If I call you my bro, they ain't bitches untouchable, nigga. I ain't touching the nigga. You pass me that chop, I ain't bluffing. I'm busting a nigga. I'm busting a nigga. Look, I'm addicted to choppers and long nights. Devil on sight said he don't want me living a long life. But he wrong, right? I know niggas be mad as shit. We gon' run up a bag and split it in half. Can't fuck on no packages. You saw my cuts, ain't bring no bandages. You left me hanging, wasn't mad, you switched. And that was the saddest. They got the federales tryna ask me shit. I get low and I'm passing. Got in that situation, got the back and grips. Throwing bullets like Madden. We hit a touchdown on your block, it slit. Did them dirty for capping. No, we don't care what you jacking. You made a wrong move, that's a classic. Came with a long clip, everlasting. Marry money, I'm in love with the cash and blue hunters. Think I found them attractive. Look. You too fake, I can't fuck with you niggas. Can't fuck with you, too fake. On the block, I ain't make it to dinner. In the trap, I got my own plate. Leave it wet like a tub when I'm in her. I fuck it up, now she in love with a nigga. Make it high in the middle of winter. I took a loss and that's what made me a winner. You too fake, I can't fuck with you niggas. Can't fuck with you, too fake. On the block, I ain't make it to dinner. In the trap, I got my own plate. Leave it wet like a tub when I'm in her. I fuck it up, now she in love with a nigga. Make it high in the middle of winter. I took a loss and that's what made me a winner. If I call you my bro, they ain't bitches untouchable, nigga. I ain't touching the nigga. You pass me that chop, I ain't bluffing. I'm busting a nigga. I'm busting a nigga. I heard they want me dead, that's a myth. Money on my head, come and get back and flipping double gram. That's a lick, tryna get 100 band every trip. All up in a cut, son, like a stitch. Kill what? They ain't doing shit. Don't depend on no man, no bitch, bro. Keep a suntan when it's break, but bitch, I'm in love with the money. Gotta know I'm in love with the money. She a trick, she gon' come for the money, but I could bet you she can't get nothing from me. And I can stretch you, get you wrapped like a mummy. Hit that whip, you gon' crash like a dummy. Disrespect, I just laugh, yeah, it's funny. They know what's up, my shooters making it ugly. You too fake, I can't fuck with you niggas. Can't fuck with you, too fake. On the block, I ain't make it to dinner. In the trap, I got my own plate. Leave it wet like a tub when I'm in her. I fuck it up, now she in love with a nigga. Make it high in the middle of winter. I took a loss and that's what made me a winner. You too fake, I can't fuck with you niggas. Can't fuck with you, too fake. On the block, I ain't make it to dinner. In the trap, I got my own plate. Leave it wet like a tub when I'm in her. I fuck it up, now she in love with a nigga. Make it high in the middle of winter. I took a loss and that's what made me a winner. If I call you my bro, they ain't bitches untouchable, nigga. I ain't touching the nigga. You pass me that chop, I ain't bluffing. I'm busting a nigga. I'm busting a nigga. Look.
Disengage flips backwards as you... Lightning Spear splits into many projectiles.
Sean on the beat, by the way.
Always remember who you came from, know what I mean? You always knew how you came up. I remember
Remember days when I was down, I had to get up. Been watching all these niggas count their wins. I got my shit up. I ain't never folded, never snitch, ain't never bitch up. And anytime I'm walking down that street, I got my chin up. Better keep that shit talk, cause nigga, they will brush you. And you won't catch me trusting none of these hoes, cause they don't love you. I had to go and take a couple else.
Looking to start your own business? Well, look no further than busy.com. Right now, we'll complete your...
The Dow Jones Industrial Average plummeted more than 2,200 points on Friday, following 1679 previous drop, marking its worst session since the start of COVID 2020. As Wall Street's bloodbath erased $6.4 trillion in market value just in 2 days due to China's retaliatory 34% levy on U.S. imports starting April 10th in response to Trump's reciprocal tariff plan imposing a 54% tax effective April 9th. The tech-heavy NASDAQ fell 962, 5.8%, entering bear market territory with a drop exceeding 20% from its December peak, while S&P 500 declined 322 points, or 5.97 amid global stock market descent, driven by fears that Trump's 10% baseline tariff with harsher rates for many nations could stoke inflation and trigger a recession, as noted by Federal Reserve Jerome Powell, who warned of a potential persistent risk in inflation. Brandon, your thoughts on this story?
Yeah, so a lot to cover here. So, I mean, first and foremost, I'm super happy that the market's starting to go down. I think, honestly, people are going to hate this, but I think the best case scenario for the most people would be if the market goes down by something like 50%. Because
50%?
Yeah, because, I mean, 10% of people own 90% of the stock market. So, like, the vast majority of people who own the stock market are, the top 10%. And, 50 years ago, I looked this up. So, like, what would you guys imagine it took for amount of hours worked to buy a share of the S&P 500, say, in 1970? What would you guess?
20 hours?
Yeah, no, exactly right.
Was it really?
Yeah, right. Spot on. You know what it is today?
60.
170.
To what? To do what?
To buy one share of the S&P 500.
You need to work 170 hours today to buy one share of the S&P 500, but you have to work 20 hours 50 years ago to buy a share of S&P 500. I have my opinions, but I want to hear it. Keep going.
Yeah, no, so I mean, we've, and this goes into what we did with China. Like, so when we got off the gold standard, when we started offshoring our jobs to China, that's where the wealth gap really widened between the working class of America and, the people who run companies in America, like, because profit margins got bigger and then wages didn't keep up with the stock market growth. So we've essentially, like, decimated our middle class. And, for young people, too, like, I've been waiting to buy the dip for 15 years now, and there hasn't been a dip to buy. Some people might say, like, COVID, but that we just pumped money into the economy right away. Some people might say 2008, but we did quantitative easing right away after that. So we
Brandon, how old are you?
Just turned 30.
Just turned 30. So 15 years was 15 years ago.
Yeah, I've been waiting to, like, really feel like I could buy the dip for 15 years, and, it hasn't come.
At 15 years old, you were looking at investing. Good for you.
Thinking about it, yeah.
Yeah. So a part of what you're saying is the gap between the poor, middle, upper, and the rich keeps getting wider and wider and wider. Okay, and you wanting to see a massive market crash taking place, maybe a correction, for you to get in, so you can get at a decent price. That's kind of what you're talking about.
Yeah, and so that everybody could, and keep in mind too, the market is way higher than it should be. Like, essentially, the boomers.
Market's higher than what it should be.
Yeah, the boomers and Gen X have essentially stolen the future from the millennials and Gen Z by pulling wealth forward to themselves that belong to the future.
Right.
So, it's 36 trillion. Like, all the deficit spending we do, that's been pulled from the future away from people who haven't even been born yet and put into the stock market, essentially.
Tom, what do you think about this?
Well, I think whenever you have an equation like this, and thank you for doing the research, that's good. So the number of hours was 50 years ago, right? Was 20 hours to buy one share of S&P. Today, with S&P at, 520 or 490 or wherever we are floating around right now, takes 170 hours. So that's 8.5x, right?
Right.
What was the PE ratio of the S&P going back then?
It's usually in the ballpark of, what, 20 to 30?
Okay. Well, actually, under Jimmy Carter, it was 7 to 9. And under Ronald Reagan, it was 10 to 13. That was the PE ratio if we want to go back that same time. In January, the PE was 29. And right now, the PE, and I'm saying of the S&P, is 24. So wages is the problem.
Yeah.
Because it's 8.5x in the number of hours. But the PE ratio is barely 3x, and actually 2x if you just go from Reagan, from like 10 to 13, that would be 20 to 26. Well, right now, it's 24, and it was 29 beginning of this year. You go back to 2016, it was 22, 24, 25, the 3 years going into COVID.
Yeah.
So I think you make a point But it's not that the market is too expensive. It's that overall that time, wage growth for the middle class did not keep up. And as a result, an 8.5 difference in the middle class number of hours when the PE ratio is really only doubled plus.
Yeah, because that revenue is going to corporations that have offshored their jobs and saved a ton of money on production costs instead of going to decent paying jobs. So I think like that the tariffs are going to solve two problems at once. It's going to bring the market down to a reasonable level, and it's going to bring better jobs back to America and pull some money away from corporations because they've essentially like taken money from the workers to themselves by offshoring these jobs.
Let me ask you: when you did 50 years ago, was 20 hours? Was that 1970 or 1975? Because that's a big difference.
1970, and then it eventually goes to 40 hours worked, and then by the 90s it gets to 66 hours to buy the S&P.
So, okay, if we go in 1970, obviously a couple major events took place.
Yeah.
We've talked about this multiple times.
Right.
We went off the gold standard with Nixon. We allowed China to come in gradually, the whole ping pong, and then in the World Trade Organization, China gets involved. And then for us right now, like the supplies that we have, if you go on Trump's store, all this stuff is not made in U.S. You see made in China, made in Singapore, made in this, made in that. Why? Labor has to compete for us to bring a lot of the stuff here. You're like, what am I going to do? Am I going to have to compete? Because America is not known for a lot of the products to manufacture. We've went away from that.
Mm-hmm.
We need to get back into that. So somebody needs to sit there and say, how do I make that competitive in America? We've missed the mark there. And at the same time, the one thing once we went off of the gold standard, what happened? Debt became so easy.
Yeah.
So people could raise debt and take a business and grow it. And then, so if somebody has access to debt, somebody leverages debt, somebody risks with debt, the other person doesn't, the disparity of the wealth is going to get wider and wider and wider.
There.
The
That's
part
what
that
I'm
they
like,
haven't
no,
yet figured out
I
is
know.
what to do with the median income, because
And
that's
then you
definitely
branch
not
off.
growing. And that should be a concern, because some of these guys cannot afford houses. So either income needs to go up, correction needs to happen, or people need to go and live in a rural, in a place that no one knows about and turn it into a next Frisco, turn it into a next Palmdale, turn it into a next whatever city that may be, and that's a valid concern.
Mm-hmm. Do you think that we have to compete with labor, though? Because I almost think that tariffs have to protect us against this cheap slave labor from other countries. Because, we could compete with other countries in terms of putting tariffs on them when they have tariffs against us about labor. How are we ever going to compete with, like, Cambodia and China for labor? Because they could, essentially make people work at slave wages, but we're not going to do that here. So,
well, once you open, in my opinion, once we opened that up and we went into that space, do you know what would happen? So think about it this way. When everybody says Trump's for the rich, okay? You said something earlier. You said 90% of the equities is owned by what?
10%.
10%.
Yeah.
So who is Trump really hurting?
Yeah, he's hurting the rich.
He's not hurting. He's hurting the rich.
Yeah.
So the rich are the ones. Even Musk is a little bit like, hey, I don't know if you have that clip, Rob.
Yeah, he doesn't like.
Let me read this and then. Musk breaks with Trump on tariffs as he distances from the White House. Now, whether there's truth on this or not, who knows? But Rob, can you play this clip? Go for it.
Want effective treatments for ED, hair loss, weight loss, or mental health? HIMSS has helped millions of guys get support with science-backed prescription medications that are developed by experts and formulated with clinically proven ingredients so you can see results and achieve your goals. See why customers say that HIMSS changed their lives and brought back their confidence. Find effective solutions for your health goals. Get started today at HIMSS.com.
And girl, you gotta know your worth. You want me to fuck you. School made me wear uniform, but trying to change my ways.
Row sparks are built differently than Viagra. Sparks are designed to dissolve under the tongue to hit your bloodstream faster than traditional.
I hope that I hope that the United States and Europe can establish a very close partnership. We obviously are. There's an alliance already, but I'm hopeful that there can be a very close relationship with America and Europe. And I'm hopeful, for example, with the tariffs, that at the end of the day, I hope it is agreed that both Europe and the United States should move, ideally, in my view, to a zero tariff situation, effectively creating a free trade zone between Europe and North America. That would be that's what I hope occurs. And also more freedom of people to move between Europe and North America. if they wish. If they wish to work in Europe or wish to work in America,
So
they
now
should
he says this,
be
right?
allowed to do so. in
Rob,
my
can you
view.
do me a favor, Rob? Go online, type in Tesla sales by different markets, Tesla sales by different regions, and then just go to news.
Mm-hmm.
Go to Tesla sales by different regions, go to news, go to the third story, okay? Look at this here. Go a little bit lower, Rob. So just right there. Tesla sold 45% fewer cars in Europe last month compared to January of last year. So that's, you understand
And
what,
what-
45% fewer?
And what?
That's not 4% fewer. That's not 10% fewer. So let's just say the stock does bad, but your sales are high. You're fine. It's not that the stock's down. It's the sales are down 45% fewer in Europe than last month. Then BEV sales grew by 37%. That's the China car. That's like a $9,000 car, reaching a market share of 16.7%. And self-charging hybrids are Europe's favorite powertrain type with a 34.9%. So Musk is sitting here. I think sales in China is down 29%, if I'm not mistaken. Europe, he's down 45%. And he's down in U.S. as well. So this is affecting a lot of people that are actual big businesses. They're concerned about what this is going to do with the tariffs. But even Musk, right here, I'll read this. Elon Musk publicly diverged from President Trump's on tariff, advocating at a virtual rally for Italy's Deputy Prime Minister Matteo Salvini. I hope that the United States and Europe can establish a very close relationship. Both Europe and the U.S. should move, ideally, in my view, to a zero tariff situation, which is what he just talked about here. So we'll see what's going to happen there. And then he continues talking about possibility of, Peter Navarro on X writing a PhD in econ from Harvard is a bad thing, not a good thing. And he ain't built shit after Navarro defended tariffs on CNN, saying we're trying to do under the principle that the president wants to charge those countries what they charge us.
Did they ban
so
them
there's
yet?
a little bit of a rift here with this situation.
No,
so
are
we're
you
going to see what's going to
serious?
happen there. Adam, you wanted to say something.
I just want to get back to
me?
one point that Brandon made, because you're a young
I
guy,
know
you're a
it's
smart guy. I
but
was
it's
sort
bullshit.
of a little bit younger than you when I really started investing in the stock
So is
market. So are
everybody
you
else just
saying
gonna
that you
follow
have not
suit?
started investing yet because you're just
Everybody
waiting
else
for
like,
the
fuck
dip? You
it,
said
we're
been
just gonna
waiting
use the
15
facts.
years, so you just haven't
not.
started
It's just
investing
a-
yet?
No, so
Yeah,
I
hit that
mostly have
way.
done day trading type of stuff for the last
They're
15
moving
years,
the
and
spot.
I have small investments here and there, but like just straight up putting money in the S&P every week, I haven't done that at scale yet.
How have you done by day trading? How's it done for you?
The biggest benefit from it is that I've learned a lot. Like I can't say that I've done like insanely well day trading.
So
It's a
it's
tough
for-
thing to do. Like
So-
unless you're all in.
I think you're a sharp guy, but here's where I'll tell you that more is
It's
caught
for
than
guys
taught.
that can't hit good.
So what
basically,
you're
right?
doing is sort of acting on hypotheticals. What I've been able to do, and what Pat and Tom is able to do, is actually invest in the market.
Yeah.
Are now
So
going to hit
actually
cannons.
experience the ins and outs, the ups and downs, the reds and
bullshit.
What
greens
year
of
did
the
you
market.
start?
I started in 2008.
Oh, perfect. Yes.
Exactly.
Oh, that's good, though.
Well, no,
So
because
fuck
it's
it.
not timing the market; it's time in the market. If you're sitting around and just waiting to
Yeah,
buy
yeah.
the dip,
All right,
waiting
well,
to buy the dip, you've had opportunities. You could have done it in.
I guess
you said
that
you started
changes
investing in
things then.
2009, 15 years ago. You said 2010. Market was down then. You could have done it in 2020. So if you're trying to time the market, you're going to be waiting for the perfect time forever. So it's not about timing the market; it's about time in the market. So, you said something pretty shocking. Like you're praying for a 50% downturn in the market. Well, there's going to be older people out there that are like, "Are you kidding me, bro? You want your grandma to go poor? We don't want that."
But they stole
So-
from us, though.
All right. Well, you sound like a victim, and I've heard that before on this show.
No, just the numbers.
But at what point are you going to just buckle down and just say, "I'm a smart guy. Let me play the long game," and just start investing? Because I've seen so many people do what you're doing, and like, I'm going to wait for the perfect time. I'm going to wait for there's no perfect time. There's no perfect moment. If you genuinely started investing 15 years ago and gave up the day trade nonsense and just decade trade, you'd probably have tens, if not hundreds of thousands of dollars right now. So for someone like you, buy the dip now, and let's see where it is in 10 years.
So you think
That's
this is
how
a
you
dip?
invest.
You think this
it's
is
a dip? Here's what I know about the market. If you pan out, America, the American economy, S&P 500 always wins. If you follow day to day, here's what I guarantee. Just because I've seen this a
Go max,
thousand
Rob.
times.
Go max.
Here's what I've seen 1,000 times.
Go macro trends
It
for
was,
9 years.
it was bloodbath a couple days ago. I guarantee you that today is going to be green.
It's up.
Could
It
be
bounced
wrong.
back 1,300.
There we go.
Yeah.
Just because I've seen this before. More is caught than taught. I used to look at the market every day. And when it's actually your money and not hypothetical woozies and floozies and woozies, you actually notice, oh my God, I made 20 grand today. Oh, I'm down 18 grand today. I made 50 grand today. I'm down 7 grand today. It's actual money, and you actually learn how to invest in the marketplace. Without that, you're just talking about what ifs, what ifs, what ifs. So my advice to you is put some money where your mouth is, put some money in the market, and watch it grow. You can do this.
Would you agree, though, that we've prevented ourselves from having a legitimate recession or even a legitimate downturn for 15 to 20 years?
Here's the challenge that I have. Everyone, you're trying to solve for what the American economy should do. Don't worry about the American economy. You know what's economy you should worry about? Your economy.
I am. That's why I'm trying not to buy the top.
Okay, but you've been waiting 15 years.
Well, I mean, realistically, I should have got in during COVID, but I didn't know that we were...
What was Dow Jones at 15 years ago, Rob? Just go where Dow...
Macro trends is a good chart. It shows 90 years.
Go to macro trends. Macro trends. So where do you want them to go?
There's a 90-year chart.
So just go to Dow Jones?
Hey, Ryan Reynolds here from Mint Mobile with a very exciting announcement for parents everywhere. It's called Mint Kids, and it's a plan specifically designed for kids just getting their first phones.
It's a full-size plan for your mini-me.
Nothing like that.
Well, it's unlimited talk and text. 5 gigabytes of data for a perfectly sized plan, so I can't get into too much trouble, right, Big Ryan?
See, this is the kind of stuff that I don't want my kids seeing online.
Upsie?
Yep. No. Get out of here.
Upsie?
You stop that.
Upsie?
Terrifying little creature.
Kicked out cause they seen I'm in a game. Coach want me to stay in ball, but that wasn't my ways.
Now you can beat the IRS deadline and file for free. Just upload your docs, answer a few questions, and get your maximum refund. File free now. Roughly 37% of filers qualify. Simple 1040 returns only. Click for eligibility.
If I stay organized from the beginning, I'm organized the entire time. I have to,
Just go back where you were at, Rob. I mean, the way you were going is going to take you a minute.
Yeah.
Just go back doing what you were doing. You were fine where you were at. Yeah. Okay. So 15 years ago, does it go 15 years? Yeah, 2006.
Mm-hmm.
Go to 2000. No, 15 is 2010. Where was the market at 2010?
It was probably like at
But hang on a
15,000.
second,
I'm
right
guessing.
there. It's grown 300%.
Yeah.
Yeah, from that point on, yeah.
This
So I guess maybe like
job
10
that I
years is
kept
better.
telling you he
to
won't
say,
let
but,
me tighten down
okay,
the
where
thing.
was it
Go
then?
10 years. Go to
He's not tightening
2015.
down
Even
tight enough.
2015, it's 2x, more than 2x.
There was
the whole
3
time that
fittings
we're
that need to be
pumping
tightened
Q into
down.
the market,
Yeah.
so it
You
just
won't
like
let me
it
tighten
felt
them down?
fragile at the time. So like I
still have
sorry
a
for being skeptical when we're just
I'm
propping
trying-
it up
I'm not-
like
I'm
through
not-
quantitative
Brandon,
easing.
no,
Just to be
what
clear,
you
I'm
said, I
not
didn't
trying to
tighten
rip you
them.
one. I'm trying to encourage
Can't
you.
say nothing to me.
You're solving for macro
But
trends.
like I said, he told
Just
me
put
I
your
can't.
damn
He
money
told
in it
me.
and figure it out.
I don't know
One
what the
last
fuck
point,
I'm
Pat.
talking
You'll remember
about.
this. COVID happens.
I
March.
don't know.
You talked about this. You were on
Now,
Jesse Waters yesterday. I've seen
at
like,
what
incredible
point
takes.
should I
Rudy
say?
Gobert, NBA canceled,
Yeah.
NHL canceled. What's going down? Everyone's freaking
You're
out.
not
The
tightening
market's going down. What do we do?
enough. I
think
know
the market
this.
was maybe at 25,000,
Can you
20,000,
let me
cut in half.
tighten them down and just
Everyone is
for
like,
the
I should have
hell of it.
sold. Oh my God, what should I do? 6
see how the
months
test goes.
later, I'm in the beautiful city of Addison, Texas,
know?
talking about Dow just reached
100%.
all-time highs,
100%.
30,000.
I know for a fact.
And 6 months
Every
later, it bounced
single
back.
fitting that was
so
wrong
it's going
before
to bounce back if you
was
play
the
the long game.
fittings that I said.
Go back to
This one's a
the-
problem.
and I'm gonna make
This
the
one's a
point here with
problem.
Brandon
And then
for
he
him to
told me,
consider.
I
Go
don't know
back
what
to
the
the
fuck
tweet
I'm
you had
talking
with
about, and had me
Peter Navarro
go
and
back
Musk,
and
which I
look
was
at
reading
them
earlier,
all
if you
for
can go to
another
that. So watch
hour.
this.
Then still
Insurrection
told me
Barbie.
they
I don't
weren't
know who that is.
leaking.
Here's Peter
And then
Navarro
he
explaining the
went
tariffs,
back for
and
an
contrary
hour.
to the
He
fake
did this
experts class that is
twice on 2
usually on
different
corporate
days.
media, Peter
So
Navarro
yes,
has
I
a
know for a
PhD in
fact
economics from
because
Harvard.
It's
He
not
also is
once,
not
twice,
going
it's
to
gonna
lie
be the
to you about
third
what is
time
happening to
I've
globalist agenda.
triple-checked this shit,
Notice how
I
he
can
uses
tell.
specific details
So, the
instead
first
of blank
time, I
statements
would've
like
gave it to
chaos
you.
agent and
The
destroying
second
America.
time, I would've said, you know
do you
what?
have the
There's
clip, Rob?
still a
Play it.
chance.
Yes. Play the
Hang on
clip.
one
Let's see what he
second.
says, and then watch
No.
Elon Musk's response on the bottom. And this
He's
kind of
not
ties
tightening
into
them down enough.
what you're
He's-
saying, Brandon. Go for
He's
it.
a little older.
The economist's
Doesn't wanna
tools,
probably admit
because
it.
it's based on concepts like export and import
yeah.
demand elasticities, currency
Yeah.
adjustments, and things like
I said,
that.
okay.
But here's
said,
the
okay, no
analytical issue we're trying
one
to do
day,
under
this
the
was
principle that the president
one
wants
day,
to charge
we're doing
those
drywall.
countries what they charge
doing
us.
drywall.
As you pointed out,
You gotta start doing this back
Vietnam
one. I
has
said, you're gonna mix that water. He said, no,
a
don't.
applied tariff
I said,
rate. It's
I said, what are you talking
much
about?
larger than
You
ours,
gotta
but
mix your
doesn't
water.
come
It's your
the tariff-free charge them. So, the question is, how do you value the following, Phil? So let me count the ways. You got to value currency manipulation. You got to value the VAT tax distortions, dumping, export subsidies, technical barriers to trade, agricultural barriers to trade, quotas, bans, counterfeiting, intellectual property theft, and all of that. So here's the punchline. If you look at the trade deficit, which every country runs from us, the first thing economists should tell you, ask the next one you have on your show, should every other side have chronic and sustained trade deficits? No, this is according to economic theory. They should not. So what the trade deficit does for any given country, it's the sum of all cheating. It's the sum of all unfair trade practices. And in a national emergency where the trade deficit itself is the national emergency and security threat because it takes our factories, our jobs, and transfers wealth abroad, the reciprocal tariff is that.
There's some things I know how to do.
Okay.
One thing
So
I
you
know
see
how to
this.
do
Go
is
back
level
to it.
things.
You know who disagrees? Elon Musk.
You're not going to
Says a
tell me
PhD and he come
something's
from
not
Harvard's a bad
fucking
thing, not a
level.
good
I
thing.
know how to
Result
level
in
things.
the
That's what I
ego
know how to do.
brains versus one problem,
The
right?
ground,
So now,
pipe,
who's right, who's wrong when
the
you see this here?
table,
Sometimes
I can fucking
to
level things.
Get like, for example, you and I talk
So he's
regularly
telling me
every
the
day,
wall's wrong.
And
I said,
know who
listen,
the guys are that you admire, the
I
economists,
said,
all these other
I've
guys that
been
are in that
working
space.
by myself for the
Sometimes
past
when you're
4.5 hours.
so
I said, you just got out of the truck.
well-read,
I said, you didn't even know
what ends up
to
happening
mix
is, what is that phrase? Paralysis by
spackle with
analysis?
water. Yes.
That you eventually
said, you're
just
gonna
don't
come
take
out
any
here and
action
start
and
telling
you're
me that I don't
arrested.
know
You
how
don't
to
even
build
know
this
it. You're
wall
living
out.
in a prison.
I said,
That you
no offense.
you don't even want to know.
I
Like,
said,
for some
please
it's
let me
marriage
finish it. I
because
will
you
do
have
it
so
right.
much experience. For some it's
No, you don't know what
finances.
you're
For some
talking
it's
about. He
exercising.
said, you can go
For
home
some
right
it's
now.
buying real estate. For
I
some
said,
it's
you know what?
having a kid. For
That's a good
everybody
idea.
it's something, right?
I
Because we
walked
have
away,
so
called
much
a left,
information
went
here
home.
that we're worried
He
about taking
paid
action.
me
But Tom, question. So I'm
for
going
2
to
more
transition into this
hours,
next. So I thought that was a
called
great exchange.
me
And
in an hour and
I think Brandon, probably a lot of
apologized,
people feel that,
and
like
then
the way
had
you
to
do, and actually
hire
really like what Adam
somebody
had to say. Are
to
you
go
a dog
finish
person
it.
or a cat
And then
person?
they
We know
told
this
him
guy's
that
a
I
cat
was
person.
right.
Adam.
So you know
I have a
what? You
special
want to be a
guest here
dick? You
today.
told
If
me I
you
don't know
can
what the
bring
fuck
them
I'm
in.
talking about.
This is my number
Right.
one therapist
But
for
guess
the
who
last
had to
16
spend
years next month.
900 hours?
This is our buddy Jimbo.
You could have paid me
Jimbo's
$100
going to be
a day.
16 years old next month.
I don't know what the fuck
and he's
I'm
wearing
talking
some,
about.
Jimbo, can we show
I'll
off what you
sink
got
the
on?
ship if you
He's
want me to
got
sink
a
the
Future
ship.
Looks Bright shirt back here. And because it is what is it, the National Pet Day, Rob? Can you pull that up?
Yes, Friday, National Pet Day.
National Pet Day is Friday. We got this
I
gear
did.
for you that
But
our
listen, I
merch
tell
team
him all
thought
the
it was a
time,
good
and he
idea.
sees
Okay,
when
I
I
want
work
to show
with
you this.
him.
So
All
if
I
you
try to
guys,
do is
honestly,
get
if this
things
sells
done
out,
quick and
I'm
get
going to
things
personally
done
give credit to the
efficiently.
merch team to come up
So,
with these ideas.
I might
and I will
act
say,
like a
this is
dickhead,
their idea.
but my
if it goes
work
lights out,
ethic,
okay?
I'm
Now,
for
what do
the
we have
business.
here? A few different
I'm
things
trying
for
to
you to
get
pick
shit
from. The
done.
Future Looks
I'm
Bright.
trying to get it done correct.
Frisbee,
I'm not
rope,
trying to make
toy.
mistakes.
This is one.
I'm trying to be on
We have this
point.
tennis ball.
So
What
he
does it say?
deals
Tennis
with
ball.
that.
Sling toy.
But you're not
We have
gonna-
this other
if
one.
I
This
know
is
how to
sick,
do
actually. If you look at it,
something,
this is the biting.
you're not gonna tell me
the
I don't know
dog
how to
toy,
fucking
with
do
the
it
leashes that we got with
and
Future Looks Bright on
screaming
it
me
and
about
biting
doing
on
it
it.
wrong
This is
and
the
you're telling
gangster
me
if
to
you're
do
from
it
LA,
wrong.
New York,
I'm not
maybe
gonna
maybe
do it.
Baltimore picked
You
this
can-
up.
you can do it
We got some
wrong.
of this stuff. And on
You
top
can
of that,
do
if
it
you go, by the way,
wrong
look
by
at that
yourself.
Yeti one. Can you zoom into that Yeti one? Is that like
That's
a
what I told
Yeti
him. I
like
said,
a
listen, I said,
Yeti
I said,
dog bowl?
you can
Yeah,
call
look
him
how
Mrs.
this cat is with
Drywall.
Future Looks
I
Bright.
said,
I
drinking out
one
of
day
one of
your
those this
dog
morning.
will be
I said,
excited when
that's
he's
how you
going
wanna
through this.
be?
Go back,
I
Rob.
said,
So let's
I will
place an
not do
order on one
drywall.
of the
I said,
things so
don't
they
call
can
me
kind
to
of
do
see.
drywall. You have a
Let's place an
drywall
order
job,
on
I'll
this,
stay home.
hypothetically. If you buy this, watch
I
what
said,
happens.
plumbing,
okay?
I do.
So you buy this
I
15
said,
bucks, you add it
I
to the
told
cart.
you to say-
Then
I
it says
said,
here, are you
your
team
drywall-
Wolf or team Meow?
No, he still calls me.
So you're going to get a
when the
value
drywall guy
mug
said that, I knew what
that
the
says
fuck I was
meow
talking about. He
or
didn't.
wolf,
What can he
depending
say
on
that
if you're a
for?
dog person or a cat person. Obviously, Adam goes
And
with
I just
meow,
sit there
and
quietly.
then he would go with
You know
wolf.
what I mean? I
but
could
some
be
of us
dick.
like to like dogs and cats. But
I'm gonna
anyways,
get
if you
fired.
got
I
animals,
just sit there
if you
quietly
got
and act like
dogs,
I
go
act
place
like I
an
don't even
order,
hear him.
For National
I just sit there and I'm like,
Future Looks
what
Bright.
I do is when
never
the
forget
drywall
one
guy
of the shows I
comes,
watched cartoons.
I say, can I
and
watch
it said,
you?
all dogs go to heaven.
The one day,
Character Charlie.
the
Remember
carpenter
that? What
came
a
in.
great movie,
I worked
right?
for free.
If you love
Didn't even
dogs,
tell
you
you
got
guys.
dogs, place an order.
I
Future
came
Looks
in
Bright. Not
all
only for us
day just to
humans,
learn from the
but also
carpenter.
for dogs.
I
If
said,
you
I'll
enjoyed
come
this
in
video,
for
you want to
free.
watch more
All
videos
I
like
wanna
this,
do is
click here. And if
learn.
you want to watch
You don't
the
have to pay
entire
me.
podcast,
And I learned a
click
lot.
here.
But the things I learned from him I'm gonna take. You're not gonna tell me they're wrong if
When
I'm
you're in
learning
the
from
thick
the
of a
carpenter,
project,
the
Harbor
professional
Freight is the
carpenter in your
place that
brain.
always comes in
That
handy.
I'm not gonna do.
Whether you're
So
picking
you
up
bring
something for
me
your
the
pickup
professional
truck
drywall
or a
guy.
power tool for your
He
project,
confirms what
at
I'm
Harbor
saying,
Freight,
and then you're gonna
your
tell
dollar
me
always goes
2 days
further.
later they're
And
wrong.
these days,
I'm not gonna do
when
that.
everything
You can
seems
do
to
it
cost
alone, or you
more,
can do it
you
wrong.
can take pride in knowing that you get
I don't wanna do it
hard-working
wrong.
tools at hard-working
That's
prices.
what I don't want to do.
Whatever you do it for less at Harbor Freight.
What? Dang.
My neck look like a glacier. Remember she was stunning. Now she on me like a laser, but I'm a paper chaser.
So a couple of things going on with the economy here. So number one, the
And
market
you still have to pay
tanked
somebody to do the job.
900
By the way.
points yesterday.
Oh,
Okay.
yeah, I had to pay the carpenter to come in. I said, well,
there's a story here about Wall Street Journal. The
carpenter
market
said we
finally
had-
woke up
he
to
said
tariff
the
reality.
drywall carpenter
Is
guy
this
said
a
we had to
buying
do 3
opportunity
batches.
on
I said,
page
I know.
15? By
That's what
the
you
way,
gotta do,
those of you that are on PBD Podcast Circle, the notes we're looking at, we left the notes in the PBD Podcast Circle. You can go to it and go to page 15.
No, my mom said you
So
and her
markets are
liked
finally
it.
waking up to the tariff reality. Is this a buying opportunity?
No.
After President Trump was elected, investors got very excited about all the nice things he promised and forgot about the
Nuh-uh.
stuff that be bad for
No,
stocks.
it's
Now
cheating.
they are
I
very
called my
anxious about
mom,
all
I
the stuff
said-
that is
I
bad
said,
for stocks,
"Nobody
and I've
shut up."
forgotten about the nice things. Has the sell-off gone too far? I took
Snitched
the
you right
advice.
out.
I took the other side, concerned that the threat of tariffs and
Snitched you
immigration
right
clampdown
out. Yes,
from frothy
sir.
markets when investors were
Yes,
on tax cuts
sir.
delegation. I have
Yes,
trouble
sir. Let me
turning
not be
bullish
who
for the
wants
long
some
run because
bullshit.
I
You be the
fear
first
the
one.
new world order
Andy
Trump is
said he
ushering
was.
won't end
Andy
well for
said he
investors, but in the
was.
short term, this feels like a very rapid sell-off
Dang.
that at least undoes much of the concerns about excess in markets. So, by the way, if you look at crypto took a hit.
70
Bitcoin took a hit.
75 or something. Bitcoin
75. Bitcoin's now back at 80. Ethereum went to 1878.
Shit, I ain't worried about it. You gotta
XRP's
worry
at
about her.
209. So that kind of took a hit. Tom,
Yeah,
market,
man,
when
she
you're seeing
starts
this, how much
blowing
of
up,
it
I
is
believe
this
the house, too.
tariffs?
I don't even
What
wanna
are
be
you
here
seeing are
for
the
it.
concerns, especially with this other story here? Tesla stock nosedives, wiping out
She's got motherfucking
$700
flak
billion
damage.
in gains since
She'll
since
fucking
Trump's
yell at you and hit
election.
me.
Tesla stock tumbled, with shares dropping 4.6%. Partial rebound. The Trump bump faded as stocks fell 28% in a month and
She said
32% since
he
January 1st.
literally
Adam
just
Serhan,
left
founder
2
of 50 Park
seconds ago.
Investments,
I said,
told
no
Bloomberg
way.
the bet
She
on
said
Tesla's
yes.
shares soaring
I said, I
due
was
to
wondering why
Musk's
the door was
political
open.
involvement has not worked out thus far. Investors who initially anticipated massive benefits from Musk's political involvement got too excited, and now cooler heads are prevailing. Thoughts, Tom?
So when you look at everything from Bitcoin to the market, markets move based on facts plus future sentiment. Facts, earnings reports, unemployment
Came right
reports,
over.
the amount of billions that have actually gone into
Yay,
Bitcoin in a
came.
given
That's-
week. Those are facts.
Oh, you just want
Then we have
pride.
sentiment, the future sentiment. What do we think about the future? Well, right now, since November, the sentiment on consumers has been razor thin. What do we know? Because credit cards went up to $1.3 trillion balance and BNPL delinquencies jumped up. So everybody goes, oh, crap, it doesn't look like the consumer is going to be spending much in Q1. They're tapped out. So that was a forward sentiment people concerned about. And then comes this waves of sentiment on the tariffs. Some of the tariffs were small. And as I was saying, hey, remember, they're tactics, not taxes. Well, some of these tactics are taking a while to kick in. Canada stepped up and threw some tariffs at China, and China said, oh, you small child, and threw 100% tariffs back at Canada, showing that that's an unequal fight. Because China is going to say, get off my lawn with your little dog, right? That's what China is telling Canada. So right now we have a big
There's no
shift in
forks.
sentiment. So the forward sentiment, PBD, if the market is concerned, right now there is less of a percent of investor dollars in Mag 7 than there was 5 months ago. So the Mag 7, remember it was so overweight, everybody was buying the Mag 7 individually, led by NVIDIA, and then also buying Mag 7 ETFs that were dedicated to them, that were so hot in 2023. Well, all of that is pulled back.
Oh my God,
and
I
there's
got
a
kicked out for
shift
being AFK.
in sentiment and investment right now, led by, check this out.
My controller
I looked up
disconnects after 5
last night.
minutes.
There is now the survey of governors
All right, let's
thinking
watch
there's a
this first.
50-50
Doesn't
chance
make a difference.
of a
I'm
rate
eating
cut in
anyway.
May. But we don't have unemployment figures.
So it doesn't make a difference
We don't
on
have,
meeting anyway, so.
We don't have GDP figures. We don't have anything yet that normally would make Jerome Powell, who 2 weeks ago said, I don't think there's going to be cuts. I think it's going to be kind of level for a while, and we got to let this shake out. Well, now the sentiment marker on interest rates is even 50-50 for a cut in May. Thinking that we're going to get bad news in mid-April in 5 weeks when we get first quarter reports. But right now, this is sentiment. And the sentiment was led yesterday by one simple interview. Donald Trump saying, I don't rule out a recession. When he said those words yesterday, what he's saying is, and Howard Lutnick, our Secretary of Commerce, ran to the microphone and said, whoa, I don't think there's going to be a recession at all. I don't think so at all.
After Trump said that,
he's trying to calm
Rob, do you have that clip?
Yeah, he's trying to
Do you have the clip of Trump saying, rule out a recession?
Yes, I can find that. I have Howard Lutnick right here on MSNBC talking about the odds.
Did he say this after Trump's comments?
I think Lutnick was on the weekend, and it was Trump's interview on Monday.
Yes, because this is Meet the Press. So this is Sunday.
He went first, then Trump went.
Yes.
Okay, let's watch this first. Go for it.
Anybody who bets against Donald Trump, it's like the same people.
Are you fucking kidding me right now? Oh my God.
Who thought Donald Trump wasn't a winner a year ago. Donald Trump is a winner. He's going to win for the American people. That's just the way it's going to be. There's going to be no recession in America. What there's going to be is global tariffs are going to come down because President Trump has said, you want to charge us 100%? We're going to charge you 100%. And you know what they say? They say, no, don't charge us 100%. We'll bring ours down. We'll unleash America out to the world, grow our economy in a way we've never grown before. You are going to see over the next 2 years the greatest set of growth coming from America as Americans. You saw it, 1.3 trillion of new investment coming in America. Think of all those jobs. And remember, each trillion of investment in America is 1% of growth GDP. So Donald Trump is bringing growth to America. I would never bet on recession. No chance.
So what Lutnick is saying, the minute everybody else blinks on tariffs, the markets are going to shift. Second quarter, third quarter, you're going to see huge economic growth. And for every trillion that we get of new growth, it's 1% of GDP. That's Lutnick, our Secretary of Commerce, saying it's ugly right now, but soon as the world blinks on tariffs, the market's just going to flip back the other way.
Did he upset you? Did Howard upset you?
No,
Why do you call him Lutnick? It's Lutnick.
Oh.
Is it like Donald?
Free up all my brothers missing Christians cause they locked in. Ain't no point in celebrating New Year's cause they boxed in. Before I started bowling, I will always get some shots in. I'm talking Glock 10s, right around on my shoulders. Talking out your mouth, they finna do ya. Shorty, she a baddie, finna scope up. My fucker in the back of that Uber. Ay, we gon' crash out. Then he got me litty, she gon' tap out. If I fly to my city, I might cash out. But you won't catch me loving on no beat. I remember days when I was down, I had to get up. Been watching all these niggas count their wins, I got my shit up. I ain't never folded, never snitching, never bitch up. And anytime I'm walking down that strip, I got my chin up. Better keep that shit up, cause nigga, they will brush you. And you won't catch me trusting none of these hoes, cause they don't love you. I had to go and take a couple L's before.
This winter's gonna be a cold one, cause you left me with no one.
And girl, you gotta know your worth if you want me to fuck you. Making plays, call a huddle. Like when you by yourself, I bet. niggas can make a puddle. I told you be yourself, don't give a fuck if they gon' judge you. They say I'm way too humble, I'm just trying not to fumble. Swear mama used to hate me, she said, boy, you number trouble. I grew up in the jungle, I could shoot and I could tussle. If I don't really love her, she couldn't pay me to cuddle. And I done took some L's, but I ain't tricked, that shit was subtle. Like once I get that call, I'm bound to go in. She want love, I'm talking deeper than the ocean. I still keep a Glock, I still a throw shit. You can't say you love me, you gotta show it. I remember days when I was down, I had to get up. Been watching all these niggas count their wins, I got my shit up. I ain't never 40, never snitching, never bitch up. And anytime I'm walking down that strip, I got my chin up. Better keep that shit talk, cause nigga, they will brush you. And you won't catch me trusting none of these hoes, cause they don't love you. I had to go and take a couple L's before the W. And girl, you gotta know your worth if you want me to fuck you. If you want me to fuck you. If you want me to fuck you. Tiptoe, hold on. Tiptoe, pockets on fat like a hippo. I turn white to a widow. Bro just got blood on his new coat. Damn, hold on, fuck it. I gave her dick and she love it. Asked that bitch what she want, she said nothing. Brooklyn bag on her back and she frontin'. Brooklyn bag in her back and she cap a lot. I do drugs, I trap a lot. Bad bitch, fat ass and she laugh a lot. She be in the club, shake ass a lot. Don't send an addy cause we got the drop. Came from the bottom, now we at the top. Whoa, what? I put my thumb in the I just been running the dark, but I'm like a stitch in the cut. Yeah, bro got a pound in the runch, and we smoking, not bagging it up. Yeah, whoa. She stepped in the room with no clothes, told her lean back, Fat Joe. My body different, I can take it so. Only 2 ways this could go. You know, I like fast cars, nice clothes. Oh no, my heart so cold. Don't love me, let me go. Hold on, step up, jump in that water, get wetter. I like her best friend better. Might let her tell my Beretta. I know that you must turn Stevie, never let up. I'm too hot, dog, better catch up. Hold on, I'm too hot, dog, better catch up. Pull up, pop out. Dog got my Glock, you get knocked out. Ride through the block with the top down. I'ma clean them up, I brought the mop out. Hey, wait. Say they love me, but I'm tryna see how. Free my gang, got them up in the dog pound. Ran it up, ain't no putting my dogs down. Hey, ran it up, ain't no putting my dogs down. Hold on. Hey, ran it up, ain't no putting my dogs down. They know I'm too fat to tiptoe. I can help you, the rest ain't no pillow. Make me search for your house, this ain't Zillow. Bullet sick from the Smith, ain't no Willow. Hold on, wait. Did they just, what? Did they turn the beat off in this bitch? Spit that heat, see the steam off in this bitch? Stay with Bloom, not the cleaning type of shit? Wait, cause I'm feeling myself like I'm about to beat off. No homo, my Glock got a dick and I walk with a limp like I'm deformed. So these niggas too bomb. That's a C4. Bring pressure to those who oppose on the voice. I got them big packs on me. No bodybuilder. Straps all around like a dyke is with us. Baby so fine, guess that's how I build her. No domestic violence, but I gotta hit her. I got too much sauce on the ass. I was the class clown, used to laugh. Wait, who them niggas? They tryna jump me, I call bro. If he don't got it, then his gang is so. They tryna jump me, I call bro. He don't got it, then his gang is so. He don't got it, then his gang is so. Oh, you call it 2020. I got some demons on my back. I put my shooters on the map. 30 round, get him if he lack. Drip down, know I spent the pack. Big body, same color crack. New thotty, let her throw it back. I just gotta swipe, no app. We gon' get these racks, no cap, huh? Yeah, savage. Look, she gon' stick it for a savage. Off for the green catch, call it cabbage. I'm off the pills, lean, can't balance, huh? Yeah, trapping, huh? We got the trap doing backflips. Roll up the gas, counting up the baggage. She got a fat ass, I'ma slap it, huh? Yeah, shooter gang, got him shook. Step in that kitchen, chop it.